Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Whoa, whoa. Starting with the fabulous man boobs.
Rex Stetson.
He was in a John Wayne movie. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Which, by the way, means king hat.
Rex. That's right. The king hat. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Welcome back.
Willie Griswold in Denver, Colorado for tonight's NBA Game 5. I'm Chick, and I remembered all your names and numbers, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
Yes.
Willie's going to be our correspondent from Denver. And by the way, Al Jackson and Willie went to a Rockies game yesterday.
Yeah.
I understand an 85-minute rain delay.
Ooh.
I'm sure they had a nice chat.
And it was really raining before it.
Well,
Oh, you don't want a wet Willie, okay?
there you go.
You don't. You just don't.
Well, I'll tell you what, that rain leads to rivers, streams, and lakes, which leads us to Josh Arnold and the fish.
Yeah.
Did you post the picture of you with that big fish?
No, that wasn't really a postable. It was just wanted to send you guys.
Oh, it was just
a little
so
picture.
nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Were you out of town, too?
I went to the Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh, be damned.
Josh has a fish like 4 times the size of his head.
It was huge.
It was very nice.
Yeah, it was a
keep
fun
it,
one.
or did
Striped
you throw
bass.
it back?
No, just throw it back.
Do you think pro fishing? Are you going to go pro?
No, I'm not anywhere near that. But it's fun to do the amateur tournaments and stuff. This
go
was just
with
a fun,
the,
relaxing fishing weekend.
Go with the bros? You out there on the...
Yeah, 2 of my brothers. And then
The ones you're speaking to, right?
No, I'm speaking to Joey Wednesday. He just couldn't make it.
Okay.
Well, I was very impressed. I thought that was a very nice looking fish.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a fun one to.
Congratulations.
Yeah, bring in.
Yeah, it
Angle
was fun.
in.
You should bring that in, cook her up in the microwave.
Oh, I should have done that.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Stink up the whole building.
And then act nonplussed when we're all like, what the hell stinks?
No. Yeah.
So was that the biggest fish of the weekend?
No, my brother John caught a 3.5 largemouth, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
We have weight in the news today.
Like fat
No.
people?
Something that weighs something that is a world record. When we get to our world records today, a food item
Oh, yeah.
It is fat.
that is it's
At least a fat.
a large food item.
That's what I've been told. It's your portion control. You'll always have a weight problem.
Well, we'll get to that, I suppose, later.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, what'd you do?
I was very busy.
What? Oh, that's right. Saturdays are brutal.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many sporting events Saturday?
It was primarily dancing events.
Oh,
okay.
I thought that was Thursday night.
Thursday, Friday, they're great. God, I mean,
Did you get a solo?
The
Oh, you were-
recitals
no,
for the
I was
kids.
watching.
You were watching
Yeah,
these.
the high school kids are unbelievably good. I mean, they're like Broadway level. They work so hard at it. But the little girls just kind of get up there and fool. It was fun. If any parent has ever gone to one of these, and
I think we've all been there.
there are like 1,000 people in the audience. It
Yep.
was fun. Yeah, but other than that, a lot of outdoor activity.
Now, Christy, you got a big weekend.
Boy, did I.
How was the concert?
I went to see The Cure in Chicago on Saturday night at the United Center. It was amazing.
Really?
Good.
The
Yes.
Cure. What year is it?
Robert Smith,
He is something else.
64, 5, whatever.
Bobby.
3 hours, unbelievable. It was an old-fashioned concert, Tom. You'd like it. It was like no screens, light show. It was just
3 hours.
music. Yeah, I didn't know they had that many songs.
Yeah.
I know what you're
The
thinking.
Cure is one of those bands like, oh, is this Secure? You know the songs. Oh, is this Secure? Okay, I do that a lot.
And
I
if
go.
they're fans, they're rabid. I mean, it was sold out, packed.
I saw the worst movie I've seen in years.
Oh.
What was that?
The Spider-Verse.
Oh, don't tell my kids that.
Why did you go? Look, just give your kids money and let them go.
Yeah. You don't have to go.
2 hours and 20 minutes of pointless noise. I didn't know it was a cartoon. I thought it was like a Spider-Man movie, with actors and stuff. Oh, my God, what a turd. Terrible writing.
Did you think
You are the
People really
one
like
person
it,
that
yeah.
hasn't liked it.
Right.
It's the worst film ever. I'd rather have my my teeth drilled than sit through that turd again.
Well, the movie wasn't made for you.
So did you? Was this the sequel? Was this the second one, or is
Yeah, and I honestly haven't seen the first one, but I hear they're...
the first one's supposed to be amazing?
Yeah, that's what I've heard, too.
It's terrible. It's terrible storytelling, pretentious, awful,
seen it?
terrible writing.
No, I haven't
And
seen
then
either
after
of
2
them.
hours and 20 minutes, it goes to be continued.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's so sappy. God, it's terrible. If you like it, you better rearrange your brain. Something's wrong with you.
Boy, did the girls like it?
Of course, they loved it.
Okay, good. It's getting good reviews.
My girls loved it.
It's terrible.
It's, again, not made for you.
And not made for anyone.
Right, I think this is the case of you could say, I didn't care for it, as opposed to it's terrible.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible. Writing that pretends to have meaning that doesn't.
I love that.
All of this.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Oh God, alternate universe crap.
They quote Schopenhauer for no reason. It's really great.
Yeah, The people that wrote that, they must have just grabbed a bunch of books like that and just put out of context quotes. It's just awful. Fortunately, I was able to sleep through about 20 minutes of the 2 hours, and I couldn't believe it wasn't over after 2 hours. I looked at my watch, went, "This isn't possible."
Why don't you have Kelly take the girls to those kind of movies?
She volunteered. Again, I thought it was like a movie, with people in it and some cool
Yeah, but you don't even
special
like the
effects.
live action
Yeah, but
superhero
you would.
movie.
Yeah. This would be the
Right.
same review, no matter what.
Yes, it would.
No, it would.
Yeah, it
Yes. Yeah.
Pat, I'll give you $100 if you sit through this movie.
would. Oh, I
All
bet
right.
It's
Jimmy would love it.
Yeah, he would, yeah.
I went to see Doctor Strange in the theater. I didn't care for it, but I saw it. I thought I might liked it. I might like. I like the Benedict Cumberbatch.
even the previews stink.
Why didn't you go to Little Mermaid?
I didn't want to see that either.
I'm sure the girls would have loved it.
Check local listings. It was a rainy day, and I wanted to go to the trampoline place, but I got outvoted.
I keep thinking of Halle Berry's in The Little Mermaid.
So do I. Think.
Yeah, whenever you read
Not Halle Berry.
Right.
No.
That's what you see, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we'll get to it coming up today. We have, of all people back in the news, Conor McGregor.
Is it good or bad?
It's I don't know if it looks fishy to me, but
Okay.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
There's a controversy, as they say across the pond.
We have some cool Willie Nelson, Jerry Jeff Walker news coming up.
Oh,
Cool, that is cool.
Very excited
did
about
we
that.
review the Jerry Jeff Walker? Okay, all right.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Rambling, scrambling, Mr. Bojangles. You don't like Jerry Jeff?
It's fine. It's fine. I love it. I have a new attitude. I'm
can
not
tell.
arguing with you anymore.
He's got a new attitude.
It's pointless.
We also have a lot of pigs in the news today, and ducks, including gigantic ducks,
How big?
like 80 feet.
Oh my gosh, we got to get out of here.
They're not real.
No, they're not real.
And then we have something kind of interesting in the world of sex coming up today.
Why would you cause a panic
Okay.
like that? 80-foot ducks.
Because he watches too much TV. That's what they do on the TV news.
Is there a meteor heading towards
There's a
us?
guy who just woke up and he's just shaking his wife. Honey, I told you.
Here they come. It's Quackville, baby.
Okay, we also have Spider-Man news coming up. And a cost-saving measure I want to run by Ace. But right now, wait a minute, Father's Day, the clock is ticking. It's almost here, which means, what do we get for those dads out there? Steaks. Tell me more, Josh.
That's exactly right. What are we, a week away or?
Yeah, it's coming up this Sunday.
Oh my God! All right,
19th.
listen, folks, get on this today.
Crunch time.
Omaha steaks, they're perfectly aged, always tender, guaranteed delicious. The Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks, well, they've made it easy to put a smile on the big guy's face with hand-selected packages. Head on over to omahasteaks.com, use promo code BTS at checkout, get $30 off your qualifying order, and do this today. Packages may include fork tender, bacon-wrapped fillets mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, burgers, jumbo franks, so many more favorites. Boy, did we have some delicious food Friday, Chick. You missed it. We're sorry you weren't here to join us, but I tell you what, man, those burgers.
I think I could smell it from Atlanta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether he's your father, father-in-law, father figure, he's the guy who was always ready to step up when you needed him the most. Now it's your turn. This Father's Day, show him the love with the only gift as unforgettable as he, the mouth-watering perfection of Omaha Steaks. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off an unforgettable gift guaranteed to make Dad's day. That's like being rewarded for doing something good already. It's awesome. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that dads want steak. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout. Tom, I know you love a steak.
Omaha Steaks, baby. Don't get Dad a tie. What more can I say?
Cook them a salt steak, right, Tom? Wrap it in newspaper.
Oh, that's the best. You ever heard about a salt steak, Jim?
I have heard of that.
Tell us all about it.
Oh, it's very tasty. Or Pittsburgh style.
Oh, yeah.
Hot oil. Sear it.
You have Jack Lambert over if you have a Pittsburgh style. Is that
that's a nice idea.
NFL
Sure.
joke?
That's a good one. Coming up, we have sexual opening lines.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and what scientists say about them.
Really? Science?
Oh, and we have a winner in the men's side of the French Open. And we'll talk about your first French kiss, Tom.
Oh, yes.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we want names and details.
Yep.
Okay.
Names and
Do
details.
you remember?
Never dated a French gal, but...
No. Open your mouth.
Touch my tongue with your tongue now.
Have you ever discussed the fact that Josh has a tongue the size of a bovine critter of some sort?
Oh, my God.
It's just
And jealousy rears its ugly
it's
head.
this wide... I'm sure it's very good for licking.
I can touch my nose. Can you touch your nose?
Yeah, watch this.
I can stick my tongue out and touch
with my
nose.
tongue.
Yeah, with your tongue.
Can't do it,
stick
sorry.
my tongue out and touch my nose and with my finger. All right, ain't I clever?
Pat, when we come back, we're going to get a song out of you, buddy. All right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 20.
Once again, Bo Burnham is our guest, and he has a little tour going. We'll give you some of those dates in a second. Go ahead, Bo.
Every time I go to dinner, seems like I'm getting a little bit thinner. I'll sit down at the breakfast table. I can talk while they're not able. When I look at them, I find there's a single question on their mind. I wish I could go back to the way it was. It's not easy now because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I guess it's always been that way. Or maybe it's because of the way that I walk. Makes them think I like boys.
Oh, my.
The goddamn question just won't go away. And I get asked every single day. But the way they ask it is not a disguise. Like, how was your day? Do you like to kiss guys? This is the worst, baby. This was my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear. Because my whole family now is shocked. I'm in the closet and the door is locked. Well, now my glory days are gone. I was John Elway, now I'm Elton John. Well, my whole family now suspects that watching SpongeBob had side effects. I'm not gay, and that's what I said. If I'm gay, hey God, strike me dead.
That's a joke.
Just cause I'm afraid of the snow, or my favorite color is the rainbow. I'm just joking. This is the worst, baby, this was my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear, yeah. Because even my boyfriend thinks I'm gay. I'm just... Oh, God. You all probably think I'm gay. Man, this song is counterproductive. La 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 la. Because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I said, what did they know anyway? You gotta look right through the haze. Easy bake oven was just a phase. And my whole family thinks I'm queer. That is all I ever hear. But I've been as straight as a ramp, if you don't count Bible camp. Bible camp. I'm not gay, I swear. Kind of.
Oh, Burnham.
There is that fear for me of doing the person and them not liking it. You know, it's a very real possibility. Like, for example, recently I started doing the voice of a British action star, Jason Statham.
Oh, sure. Love that guy.
My man crush. I love
Terrific,
that guy.
right?
Bank job.
So my fear is, though, because I didn't know whether to do him in the stand-up special that I mentioned is coming on in Showtime in the summer. So I struggle with doing it because I am afraid to do his voice and then get a call from him in the middle of the night. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Why don't I tell you, mate? I'm the bloke who's going to rip you into little pieces. Then I'm going to swallow those pieces before you die. And even though that doesn't make sense, I don't want that call.
No, I don't blame you.
So fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that guy, too.
Oh, he's great.
That's Kevin Pollak.
By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I come home for dinner.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
oh yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives?"
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's a
it's
heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer. Never the corpse.
And Jesus said, "Take this bread and eat it. It is my body." And the disciples said, "Jesus, we're all on low carb diet." We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
This is him on the clavinet. There's
I've been practicing.
Josh Arnold.
Man of industry, working on things. You can see like a factory to the song.
The assembly line going by.
What is the gross national product? There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. We're going to check in with Willie. He's in Denver, rooting his Heat on, despite the fact they're down 3-1. And here's Tom.
Of course, the game in Denver.
Yep.
So the Nuggets fans will want to see a victory.
You can't breathe.
They're going to almost demand it.
It's a mile high.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be doing our special report from the NBA Finals. We did have some NBA news in sports.
No. You want me to go right to it, don't you? Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to embarrass you. You think this is an interesting story. So here we go.
All right.
And I challenge you to look it up on the internet and see what you think.
Okay.
NBA mascot recovering after getting punched by UFC star Conor McGregor during Game 4 of the NBA Finals in Miami.
He punched a mascot?
Yeah, but in my view, he missed him by about a foot and hit the top of his head, which what do we know about mascots? There's nothing in the top of the head. It's just
that's
stuffing.
right.
ESPN reports that McGregor was promoting a pain relief spray. Punched the man who plays Miami Heat mascot. My favorite thing of the story. The Miami Heat mascot, you want to guess what his name is?
What is it? Miami Heat.
Something about Hurricane. Sammy Miami?
Bernie.
Oh, naturally.
B-U-R.
Sure.
Video shows the mascot falling to the ground after McGregor lands the first punch. The UFC star delivered a second blow to the downed mascot before other performers mime fanning Bernie and drag him off the court. According to reports, the man who plays Bernie was taken to a hospital. He received pain medication, was sent home.
I think the real story is this horrible velvet jumpsuit or tracksuit.
I have to disagree. I like it.
Come on.
I think it looks awesome.
You would wear that.
No, I like it on him.
What is it about fighters and their fashion? What is it?
I don't know.
They've got a lot of money, briefly. This will be over soon. He really hits the guy, and you can see that.
No, he doesn't.
You can see the headpiece fall back, and then when the guy's down, he hits him again.
You can
really.
Okay.
I mean, what kind of world do we live in where the mascots have to go through concussion protocol?
Man, oh man.
Wow. Okay. Well.
So you think it's a stunt for the pain medic, whatever it is?
I think it might be. I think it might be a profit deal. That's all I know. You can see the top of his head snapping back in a way that there's nothing in there.
Okay, here we go.
It looks like he kind of clocks him to me. But,
We're watching the video. Oh,
to me, it looks like it hurts.
Whoa!
He went
really?
too far. Yeah, but I also remember I wore one of those. I've worn those heads before.
Yeah, and
the way that your head is fastened into those it can hurt. Yeah, when you get hit or wrenched.
It's a pretty dumb stunt, first of all.
Why would they
do
that?
To promote somebody, what is it? Goodies headache powder? What are they?
Pain spray.
Some kind of pain
I
spray.
thought it was a cunning array of stunts.
Huh? Well, I thought it was sort of stupid, but Conor McGregor.
But
back.
Be honest. Not the stupidest thing you saw all weekend.
No.
What was the stupidest thing?
Whatever the Spider-Man movie was. Spider-Verse. Oh, it stinks. 2 hours and 20 minutes of pointless nothing.
I was confused because I'm old. Very few people reach this age. And I couldn't tell if it was a new movie or just they were re-releasing the other one. But Josh explained it to me. Now, what was the first title of the first movie, Spider-Verse?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And this is called
Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, spoiler alert.
But no spoiler alerts.
Don't do that.
There's more.
Well,
They're always more.
We figured it's already made 250 million.
Is it like Iron Man and stuff like that?
I don't know. I'm over the superheroes. I've got superhero fatigue. But it's a cartoon that is pointless and goes nowhere. It's very loud.
Oh my gosh!
Did you at least have popcorn?
A lot of phony sincerity. Yes, I had some delicious popcorn.
Oh, good. Very good. What do you drink with your popcorn?
I had soda water.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait a minute.
A lot of sodium in one sitting.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it is.
Hi, I'll have a large popcorn and the Diet Coke. That's my order.
Sure.
I'm an American. Whereas, comrade, what do you order? A large popcorn and a large soda water.
That's correct.
Can they even sell soda water at the movie theater?
It's one of those Flicks places where they have waiters and the whole deal.
Oh, that's awful. Sorry to hear it.
That's great.
Where they come in during the movie and
that's not for
bother
me.
you.
And the murderer is. Oh, you want to take care of this bill before
They didn't bother me at all.
My mozzarella sticks are lukewarm.
I missed that part. Can we rewind it?
I can't stand that.
You know, when they start putting captions on all the movies,
Yep.
and they give me a remote control for rewinding, I will go back to the movies.
You pause it and stand. Sorry, I have to pee.
I'm sorry. Gonna piss.
Oh, come on. You're fine.
I wish it had been a regular theater because then I could have gotten up after 10 minutes realizing this movie was terrible and gone and seen another movie. Just snuck in.
That would be great. Girls, we're leaving. We're going somewhere else?
No. Leave them. They're going to be okay.
Okay.
But be honest. This is one of your favorite things in life, seeing a big blockbuster-esque movie and it failing and being awful.
I couldn't sit.
It was #1 at the box office last week.
That's
fine.
This week, yeah.
You know what you got to do next? Go see Transformers. I'd be interested.
Oh, that's right. Transformers #1. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse came in second.
I'd be interested in your take on the Transformers.
No thanks.
Yeah, I'm kind
Talk
of with
about
you.
loud.
That's got to be even louder.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a monster. Oh, look, it's crushing stuff, and there's explosions, and it's noisy. Oh, this is great.
There's a kid who made like a yellow sports car. I don't know why he made it, but it's a replica of one of the Transformers.
Bumblebee, I imagine.
Yes. And he crouches down and becomes the car. It's amazing. It looks like the movie. He did it really well. I mean, in real life, Tom.
Okay, that's very good. Very good. I'll pass. What else is going on over there?
That's a great question. Miami at Denver tonight. The Nuggets are ready to win that championship. They're up 3-1 and can wrap her up tonight in beautiful Denver, Colorado. The Heat are getting 10. I don't know what Willie's betting for tonight's game. He will be in the building. He's in Denver, Colorado to cover the game for us.
Remember,
if the Miami Heat win, he wins $4,000.
$4,000 on a $40 bet that he made quite a while back.
But if the Nuggets win, he wins
zero.
Yeah, but it's worth a gamble.
Sure,
man.
he's had
Come
fun.
on.
That's right.
He'll give us a full report tomorrow, theoretically.
And Nick Taylor became the first Canadian in 69 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good number of years right there.
69 is divine.
Here's how it works, babe. I lie down first.
All right, tell me about it. 69 to win the
Tom's favorite
Canadian National Open, holding a 70.
So wait, I'm sorry. He's the first Canadian to win the Canadian Open
in 69 years.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow.
Of course, all the other winners are not recognized in Canada.
No.
Isn't that interesting?
And they're barred from entering, I believe.
Actually, he beat Tommy Fleetwood, Mick Fleetwood's grandson.
Oh, interesting.
That does sound like a rock and roll name.
Tommy Fleetwood. He made a 72-foot eagle putt on the fourth playoff hole to win.
What?
And here's what it sounded like with Jim Nantz getting the lyrics wrong for the Canadian national anthem. Are you ready?
Really? Okay.
For Jim Nantz broadcasting history?
Good pace. Are you serious? Oh, my goodness! Glorious and free!
Nowhere does it say glorious in the Canadian national anthem. Free a lot, but boy, how about that, huh?
That was an amazing putt.
Quite the play-by-play. Yeah, quite the play-by-play there.
It was an amazing putt.
For Jim Nantz.
That's great. Oh, Canada. Nice work.
Oh, Canada. And Novak Djokovic made clear this is what he wanted. He finally has won the most majors, 23rd Grand Slam singles championship.
This is what I thought.
See, he was in the audience?
At the French Open. He won the French Open.
Did you see who was watching?
Oh, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady
was recording it on his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, it was.
Put your phone down and enjoy it, Tommy.
Yeah. So that brings me to the question, who wants to answer first? The first person you Frenched. Josh?
First person I Frenched.
Open mouth, you touched her.
By the way, mom's
no
off
idea.
limits.
No moms, man.
Her name was Allison, and we
Your
were at
aim was true.
yeah, and we were at a party, and oh man, we made out in front of everybody.
In front of everybody?
Oh yeah, we just started making out, and then we realized we were being watched by almost everyone at the party. Didn't stop us. In fact, may have even encouraged us.
Is that right?
How old were you at this point?
Oh man, high school.
Did you carry that into your adult life, like being watched?
No, I don't have. I mean, no, I don't have that
danger.
I don't have the hey, let's go to that playground.
Actually, here's the crowd.
I don't know why I chose playground.
Here's what it sounded like when Josh was kissing that girl. The crowd started to.
Good pace.
Good pace by Josh.
Serious? Oh, my goodness!
It's in the hole.
Slobbery and glorious.
It's in the hole. Do you remember the lady's name, Tom, or the man's?
No, I do not.
You don't?
I don't either.
You don't?
No.
Oh, come on. It was your first French.
You don't remember your first French?
Who was your last French?
Oh.
My husband?
You guys French?
Of course we do.
I thought it ended
This morning with that bad...
Not this morning.
First of the morning breath?
No.
Oh, you didn't
He's
kiss?
sleeping.
Did you go to bed bad last night?
What happened?
That's what it looks like.
What happened?
I went
Pat,
to
I
go
think
to
it's
the
time
Cure.
for. I think it's time for a song.
Oh,
You want to hear a song?
Yeah, what do you feel like playing?
I'm sleeping on the couch.
You got a song about
Oh,
kissing?
boy.
About kissing? I don't think I do. I'm a very private guy.
Yeah, right.
Well, you have a song about your girlfriend.
I only kiss about Trader Joe parking lots, not playgrounds.
Oh, he loves parking.
A couple weeks ago, we had a guest in here. I hadn't seen them for a couple weeks. They said, "Man, did you get big? You're unrecognizable." True story.
Who said that?
Mike Armstrong.
Quality
Stuck
individual.
with him.
So I'm going to do, so I'm going to do something about it. I went to Nutrisystems. I was thinking about losing weight. I stepped on the scale, and they got a measuring tape. They said, "Wait a minute, mister. There's only so much we can do. I think liposuction may be the only thing for you. Suck the fat off my fanny. Suck the cellulite. Suck the fat off my fanny." Help me out now. Hey, you suck the weight right off me. Ooh, ooh. I've been on Jenny Craig, and I tried the paleo diet. I bought the Weight Watchers app. Oh, my food, I can't fry it. Now, wait a minute, no Chesters. Sometimes chicken's all you need. I think a liposuction may be the only thing for me. Let me hear you now. Suck the fat up my fanny. Suck the cellulite. Suck the fat up my fanny. Hey, Mike Armstrong can't make fun of me. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much, Pat. Maybe it's time for, what is it, Ozempic? What's the...
Oh, God.
expensive.
Don't, yeah.
What's the
Let's
fad?
not talk about
Let's
drugs.
not
The fad
talk about
drug
that.
in Hollywood, whatever.
Hollywood. It's everywhere.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Pat.
You
That
keep
was
playing that tennis, the weight will fall off.
I hurt myself.
I want to point out...
What? You hurt yourself?
Yeah, last Friday.
Oh. No more tennis?
Not for a while.
Pickleball, I'm telling you.
Now, Pat is going to be doing a special show at McCurdy's in Sarasota, Florida, coming up starting Wednesday, July 12th, running through Sunday, July 16th. And what's interesting about this is...
it's next month?
Oh, that's interesting. What's also interesting about it is it's going to be filmed much like last year, except this year they're going to have the mics on.
We're going to get it right.
Technical problem. This is for your dry bar special.
Open bar.
Were you conceived on an Indian burial ground? Is that what happened to you?
Apparently.
Good Lord. I've never seen.
While I'm at it, Donnie Baker starting Thursday. He's going to be in Nashville, Tennessee at Zany's, running through Saturday. Willie G is going to be at the Caravan in Louisville with Greg Hahn. Some great shows starting this Thursday. And Mr. Oskey is going to be at the Virginia Theater in Somerset, Kentucky with Reno Collier coming up Saturday. So some great shows on the way, and we'll be telling you about some more that are coming. Speaking of comedians, Greg Warren will be our guest coming up with the Warren Report today. And Reno Collier coming up later today with his Country Fried Take. Tomorrow in the show, John Feinstein talking about his latest book, speaking of golf, about David Faraday. And he'll have a lot to say, I imagine, about the whole live golf controversy. And a surprise guest tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
I'm really excited about this.
A surprise guest.
The death knell of promos.
Yep. Whenever
a
Tom
surprise
says...
that he's really excited about.
Give us a hint.
Is it a performing cat?
No, it's a human being. You'll like it.
Are they going to be here in the studio?
I think so.
That's terrific.
I'm working on it behind the scenes.
That's just terrific.
Right now, I spent a lot of the weekend doing lots of stuff outside, and fortunately, I had company. I had my Raycon earbuds in, so I was able to listen to some great stuff. Thank you very much, Raycon. These are the best.
And it's important that you're listening to something, but it's also important you're shutting something out.
Exactly.
With your Raycon earbuds. Their mission, to prove you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg and maybe another arm for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features that you see everybody else have. Hey, where's mine? Right here, Raycons. You can get a pair and a spare and still pay less than you would with some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that nowadays, every purchase, you need to keep an eye on the bottom line. You know, Raycons offer buy now, pay later options. They have an easy and free return guarantee, free domestic shipping, and flat fee international shipping. And they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And we haven't even mentioned they have 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, and water and sweat resistant. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom to score 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
They are great. They will keep you company. And as Chick says, you know, it's just as important as what's not coming in. What were you saying? Blah,
Careful.
blah, blah, blah. Oh,
Careful.
What was that you're saying about
Nothing.
blah,
These
blah,
are
blah,
on.
blah?
No.
Not in your case.
No. Coming up for Josh, something that I'm guaranteed to make him mad.
Oh.
Poetry from NASA.
Oh.
And a really interesting story about a million of something.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Now, that's like one of something, but only a million times.
Exactly. Could it be seed?
Oh,
No.
and somebody told me Glorious does make an appearance in the Canadian national anthem.
How nice.
I was looking at the French translation, of course.
Oh, certainly, yes. Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah, well, I think that's a cool story.
Leave me alone.
We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
I'm gonna play a new song for y'all. See if you like it. See if you like it.
All right.
And be sure and Bob go ha 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 like you do.
Yeah, I can do that. I was just getting ready to do that after I saw your picture.
That looks pretty accurate.
Yeah, it does.
Have you ever had one of those days when nothing goes right? Your wife starts bitching about whatever it was she was bitching about last night. So you escape into the bathroom just to sit there on your throne. But after you finish your business, the toilet paper's gone. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path, 'cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Of all the radio shows I've ever done, I've never done one where they could sing a song they've never heard.
Isn't that amazing?
I was thinking.
I was just thinking the same thing. How do we know the words to a new song?
Y'all must be working for Dionne Warwick and the Psychic Friends. Well, I was running late for work, so I poured me some coffee to go. And just before I had a flat tire, I spilled it all over my clothes. When the highway patrolman pulled up, I thought that help was on the way. But when he saw that tire tool in my hand, he shot me with pepper spray. Laugh. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path, 'cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. All right. This last verse is for everybody that don't like their boss at work. When I finally made it to work, I was 15 minutes late. I told my boss about the flat tire, but he fired me anyway. So here I am in the parking lot, just waiting by his Corvette. I'm gonna give him a goodbye present that he never will forget. Laugh and sing. It's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I like it.
Paul Thorne.
He never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and hope things get better.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
So, Louis, you're a college man?
Yeah. I grew up. I grew up in California, and I grew up in college. I came up in I
grew up in
I went to Berkeley out on the West Coast.
Been there, yeah. Did you graduate?
Yeah, I managed to graduate and everything.
What was your degree in?
Development studies, like third world political economy. Really great, starving people. It's great for jokes and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
hey, your parents probably shelled out a lot of dough for you to go to Berkeley, and then hey, after spending a couple $100,000, now you're going to go to make $200 a week doing open mic nights at the Chuckle Hut in San Francisco.
They're actually pretty supportive. I think they're just happy I didn't come back a hippie from there. I think they're just happy that I didn't freak out and become a weird hippie. There's all sorts of weird hippies and weird things going out there. I had a roommate who was a hippie for a while, and I mean, they're just really annoying. She insisted everything she bought was organic. She actually used, I don't know if you've seen this, she didn't even use like a regular deodorant. She used a crystal for deodorant.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you know how it works? It doesn't. Okay, she stunk. The crystal didn't summon some kind of BO fairy who magically made her pit smell like rainbows. She was a vegetarian who magically smelled like chili dogs. It was disgusting, and it made me kind of hungry. And
I was going to say, I like a good chili dog.
Yeah.
But the crystal, is that a rock?
Oh, yeah.
A crystal?
Yeah,
You put it under your arm?
Yeah, you rub it under your arms.
Yeah.
Rub it under your arms. You smell like a unicorn that's rolled around in its own feces.
Are you blanking?
There are water shortages in Nairobi after floods tore through a dam. Apparently, someone aggravated the god of irony. 5 ounces of crack cocaine were found in a toddler's diaper. Cops became suspicious when the combination of the two smells made the drug dog pee himself with excitement.
Yeah, dogs love diapers.
They do.
Corporate sponsors are finally signing up with the International Gay Rodeo Association. The odd thing about a gay rodeo, after the long weekend, you never know exactly why your ass is sore.
Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Shocker.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm Big Party. Big Party's here.
He's back.
Big Party back.
BP, baby.
Woo!
BP back, baby.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yes, sir.
Is she Little Party?
Pat Godwin. No, she's at the news desk.
Oh, so she doesn't get a cool nickname like you get to be Big Party?
She's at the news desk.
It's not a cool nickname.
Walter Cronkite didn't have a name.
Oh, that's true.
Big Party.
I have to have some kind of credibility.
She laughed. I didn't. Would you like a nickname? Did you ever have a little nickname?
Oh, yeah.
Cutesy pie?
How about Lil Chaos?
How about, what about Tootie?
Tootie?
Yeah, like cocaine, toot. Do a bump.
Like Tootie and Muldoon and Car 54, where are you?
That was the furthest thing from my mind.
Even Tootie Facts of Life is a super dated reference.
Have you watched any sitcom within the last 50 years?
Sure.
No. Oh, he did.
He likes Big Bang.
Big Bang Theory.
I think Mike and Molly's one of the best sitcoms ever made. I love that show.
And that explains it. There's Pat Godwin.
Great writing, great casting.
There's Josh Arnold.
Likable people, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody on there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Swoozie Kurtz. Oh, she's fantastic.
Big party. And here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. We had a great guest. You missed him on Friday. We have a couple of short clips up
Gentle
there.
Giant.
I highly recommend. I think you'll enjoy it very much. I can tell Chick hates the guy's name.
He was just really big, yeah.
No, he was
really,
very funny.
really tall. And
he is tall. He's a big guy. 6'6", 360.
Yeah. 6'6", 360.
Everyone enjoyed him. Coming up today, more
Sounds
comedians.
funny.
It'll be Greg Warren and Reno Collier. Certainly looking forward to talking to the boys. Right now, we return to the sports desk with the bitter Chick McGee.
Is that right?
Stupid world record.
I don't think he's bitter. I think he got a taste of life away from here.
Yeah.
Slept like a baby. Didn't need an antacid. Nick DiGiovanni. That's D.I. Giovanni has teamed up with Chef Gordon Ramsay. Now there's a lovable human being to set the Guinness World Record for the largest beef Wellington.
Oh, yeah?
Mr.
A breaded deal?
Yeah.
Di Giovanni crafted a mammoth dish that weighed
crafted a mammoth dish.
Crafted.
Well, that is a record.
I said crafted. You wanted me to say craft? I will say crafted dish. Just over 56 pounds. That was his crap, Tom.
Whoa.
Guinness notes is as much as an 8-year-old boy. Average 8-year-old boy weighs 56
That's
pounds.
an odd way to measure anything.
That's very disturbing.
A typical beef Wellington weighs in at about 3 pounds.
Oh.
Okay.
Mr. DiGiovanni followed Chef Ramsay's personal recipe to create the beef Wellington.
You ever had beef Wellington, John?
I have. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pastry around the edges.
That is nice.
Yeah, this thing looks...
Well, explain it to me. What's on a beef Wellington?
It's just a big hunk of beef, and then around the edges...
Kind of a tenderloin.
There's a nice pastry.
Really bring it home.
Well, isn't it dependent on the size of the cut of meat?
Why can't I just have some steak and some rolls?
Yeah, you're right. How big? What did they use here?
Will they find a giant cow somewhere?
I was kind of wondering the same
Or
thing.
is it, they must have taken...
a whole bunch of...
and put them together and then pastry over.
Yeah. But it looks evenly cooked. I mean, looks nice.
Well, Gordon Ramsay wouldn't have it in either way. I've seen him get... he gets a little upset.
It looks like, boy, it's done medium rare. It looks great.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
But again, saying that they've cooked something that is the same weight as an 8-year-old boy, there's sort of a cannibalistic thing going on there.
3 pints of white button mushrooms, 2 shallots, 4 clove garlic, 2 sprigs fresh thyme.
I can answer your question. It says the meat was bound together using, quote, meat glue.
What?
You mean like...
I wonder what that is.
Like super glue?
I guess it's obviously an edible glue. I'd never heard of that.
Interesting.
That doesn't seem like it's fair.
It doesn't.
Well, I'm sure there are dishes where you have to have more than one chunk of meat. So very good. It looks. It was
delicious. Big.
Congratulations, Nick.
Yeah, way to go, Nick. You really made the world a better place.
It looked great. I'd love to try it.
I'm going to have to get some meat glue, and we'll give you a full report. I'm not sure what we're cooking this week. We still haven't done our beer can chicken.
You just answered your own question.
I think
We're
it is
doing
beer
that.
can chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just waiting on that
rundown.
beer can chicken beer to come in, right? Yeah.
You know that green sheet that you complain when it's not here and never look at it when it is here? It says beer can chicken on there, yeah.
Yeah. Thursday.
Oh, okay. Hadn't gotten that
far ahead.
Hadn't gotten far ahead yet.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe take a second look at Thursday also for another reason.
I have to take a day off again?
He's concentrating on the super special guest tomorrow.
Jeez.
We do have a special surprise guest tomorrow that you're going to like.
Is it someone we've met?
Many of us have. You have not, I don't think.
Oh, okay. How about that?
Look at this. Friday, Roy Wood Jr. in the studio.
In the house.
That'll be great. Roy Wood Jr. from Birmingham, Alabama. And his dad was a famous radio host. Did you know that? And journalist and DJ.
How about that?
Yeah. And Roy
Best
is
friends with Don Cornelius. Remember that? Don gave Roy's dad a chance to maybe be an investor in Soul Train. Roy's dad turned it down. Consequently, they could not watch Soul Train in Roy's house.
That's true. Yeah. Roy's dad, though, he was right there at the forefront of the civil rights movement. There's a lot of pictures of him with Martin Luther King. It's pretty amazing. But Roy, of course, now a correspondent, and maybe, who knows?
He was a correspondent. He was the
Daily Show, but I mean,
entertainment correspondence dinner.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're looking forward to seeing Roy Wood Jr., a longtime friend of the show, coming up later this week. And as you mentioned, we are going to do the beer can chicken coming up later this week. John Feinstein, sports writer, tomorrow. I'm sure he'll be talking about his new book about David Faraday and the world of golf and live golf and the PGA, et cetera, et cetera. And our special guest tomorrow, surprise guest. And I'm saying this because I'm still working on making this happen.
Okay.
But it should be an in-studio thing.
Do they come to us from the world of music?
No.
All right.
I got a guess.
Sports world?
Sports. Yes.
Sports world.
Okay.
I know it is.
Well, then
Hey, shut up. Jeez.
I'm the one that gave you the ideal.
Ideal would be
ideal.
the idea is the word you're looking for.
The ideal
I
idea.
did some homework, made some phone calls. Thank you, Ace.
Is it Peyton Manning?
You're welcome.
Peyton Manning coming back at last.
Tom
Peyton's
Brady.
return.
It's not Peyton.
Not Tom Brady?
It's not Tom Brady. He's in France. Remember? Just watch the French Open.
Did you see who he's sitting beside, Josh?
No, I didn't see who Tom Brady was sitting next to.
Sweet,
Somebody's
sweet.
wife.
Oh, yeah.
It was the wife of the winner, was it not?
I believe.
What? Sweet, sweet.
Spicy piece of tang.
Oh.
Wow, I can't get through
It was
anything.
Novak's wife, JoJo.
Jojo?
Djokovic. Jojo Djokovic.
Yeah, she looked pale. Probably should have gotten vaccinated. Coming up.
Yeah, because if anybody needs a vaccine, it's one of the best athletes in the world.
No, just all the people that didn't get vaccinated because of him are now
Yeah, because they're in
dead
shape.
and dying.
You
Oh,
can't-
Grandma
you
died.
can't
Oh, well,
get sick if
tennis
you're in
guy told me
shape.
how to handle my
Everybody
health.
knows that.
Coming up, we have something to make Josh angry involving NASA.
Oh, oxygen, right?
And,
Wait a minute.
I'm a happy man.
Yeah, right.
A great Willie Nelson story. Very happy about this for Willie and Jerry Jeff Walker when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Joining us in the Napa Auto Parts Studios in the special annex to my right and behind Josh. Scoot over there, Josh. Yes.
This is the new,
they're here.
this is the new
I know.
lighter thing. So
It's, doing your phone, yes. We have Donnie Baker along with the Pork Pistols.
Hey, boys.
Donnie Baker on
you doing, Josh?
tour right
Good,
now. Donnie, entrepreneur. Donnie, famous for his koozies and other semi-legal merchandise.
paraphernalia.
Donnie, I like your wolf T-shirt with the wolf wearing a nice Santa cap.
Yep, Miss Santa Wolf. I still got my boat for sale too, Tom, if you can mention that.
Okay, now, do you know that Morgan Freeman's selling his boat, so you're up against Mr.
Yeah, I appreciate him boat blocking me like everybody else.
He's boat blocking you?
blocking?
I've got another, now a neighbor, 4 lots down, selling his boat, 500 less than my boat.
Uh-oh.
And he don't even have an outboard motor on his.
Oh.
Mine's got an Evinrude's, if you can mention that when you plug it. He don't even have an outboard. He's got an inbred motor, which runs good, but his sister has to start it. So, how can I compete with that? You know, I'm on Craigslist. He's got a whole budget to advertise on Ancestry.com. So, of course, he's
That sounds great. I'm surprised you have an Evinrude. I thought you'd be more of a Johnson guy.
Nope, got an Evinrude. Stick the governor off it, though. It's a beast on water.
So I'm sorry that you're getting yacht blocked, but we need to get to the band here. Once again, can you introduce the fellas in the band?
Yeah, on bass, I got Todd Boner. And then on lead guitar, my best friend ever, Scotty Winkler. And on drums, we got Dusty Privet. So this is our band. We're the Pork Pistols. We started off as Dirt Nickel years ago. And then Boner quit, and we came mucus plug. And then that didn't last, and Scotty got on the pills, and then we was turtles with the D. See, we're done with Christian rock. What we're doing here is so much different.
Well, now, Donnie, I know we have time for a couple more tunes here. Is this your new original one? What are we playing?
This is a new original tape I wrote. It sort of ties into Thanksgiving. Because, this is really the only time of year start mixing stuff in your meals. Nobody really sits down with 4 or 5 side dishes when they go out, to wherever they're eating. This is like home-style stuff like the Pilgrims did.
Oh.
But it can sometimes shock your system. And that's what this tape's about, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. And I'll start this one, Dusty. This sounds like my boat when I start my boat.
Oh.
Okay, and we do this one because Motley Crue pissed out and quit, so somebody's got to sing their tapes good.
Good.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Always travel with Febreze. Got one in the chamber, give it a squeeze. I swear to God it was a short. Oh, I hope it ain't. Oh no, I'm laying paint. Yeah, I gambled on a fart, won a liquid dart. Said, oh no, pain ain't. Yeah, I got skid marks when I left it in park. Said, oh no, mayday. Yeah.
Race fans, it's May, and you're out at the track. You're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's gonna overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink, and you'll be refueled and ready for it.
Now, do you have any animals?
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, huh?
Yeah, gravel road, one-way gravel road.
Really?
Do you eat the chickens?
No, the eggs.
Ah.
My wife said she'd never kill one of the chickens.
Really?
But she doesn't have any problem scrambling up the kids.
That's sweet.
Comedian Matt Weinhold is here with us.
I think that you should avoid all sort of living with anyone. Even if you're married, don't live with them because that'll mess it up. That's what messes it up. Because remember when you're dating, it's so great, it's so fun. You go on these dates and you go and you get coffee and you see movies and you talk and you have this wonderful sex and it's, I love you and I love you. And then you go home and I love my cable and I love my refrigerator. I love my life. And then they move in and then they're right in your face. And, hi, we live together now. Hi. What are you doing? What are you thinking? How about now? Or now? Or now? How about now? That was yesterday. What about now? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who was that called?
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Dad, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Bob, and to pay attention.
Hey, welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
No, thank you. There's Josh Arnold. Oh, he always gets 2. Yeah.
No, he got 3.
Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's in Denver, Colorado. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. If we can get through all the drinks he has. You like to hydrate, right, buddy?
That's correct.
What was your order today? Do you remember it? Can you run it down?
It's a decaffeinated tea, actually.
Okay, and then what?
And then, even though I'm trying not to do coffee, I have a couple small coffees. Didn't get a lot of sleep. I'd like to wake up in the traditional person who stocks and staffs the green room was not available this week. So apparently. So there's nothing here that I can.
Wait.
What are you looking for?
What you said was what was it? I'm trying not to have
I
coffee.
have been drinking significantly less coffee.
Significantly, but
almost none.
Almost.
So getting 2 today, that's okay with you.
These are thimblefuls. These are little baby coffees.
Thimblefuls.
I would chat with you right now, but I'm trying to hydrate and caffeinate at the same time. Oh, well, there you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There is a God, and he believes in real cream.
Oh, Pat, I'm sorry. I didn't bring your
it's
your
okay.
drink. It's in there.
All right. So I'm sorry. We can move forward now in life.
It won't get cold. There's so much cream in it. It's already cold anyway.
I like a lot of cream.
Yeah.
It did say heavy cream.
It says heavy cream on the cup?
Yeah.
I ordered that for Pat. I know.
That's how Pat likes it.
Pat's my friend. I know what he needs. And sorry.
He burns off that heavy cream playing one song.
Okay. We'll get another song out of Pat coming up, but right now we return to the sports desk. What have you got over there?
Stupid world record.
And finally,
he's out.
over 4,200 people have tied the knot in India to break the Guinness World Record for the most couples married in 12 hours.
Wow.
See this picture?
No.
One toilet.
What? That's your takeaway
I'm
from
a little
this?
surprised that they didn't just use the river behind the cathedral.
You guys.
Well, they will.
2,143 couples gathered in Baran, Rajasthan for a mass wedding ceremony. They also broke the record for the most couples married in 24 hours, beating the previous record of 963 Yemeni couples.
Is Stan the Ville of the Middle East?
2013.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, there are a lot of stands.
Yeah, there's a nightclub called One Night Stands in Michigan. Christy, I want you to look at this photograph. Here are all these people in these beautiful wedding gowns. And they wear red, but look at this guy. Does he look like he's about to go to the electric chair? He doesn't look real happy.
Well, let's not forget, many of those were
arranged marriages,
Yes,
and they hadn't seen their bride probably until that day.
She's actually quite lovely. He looks like the devil.
I love Indian weddings. They are so
fun
and
beautiful to look
just
at.
Gorgeous.
It just looks like there are so many people in this crowd. It looks like they're trying to get into an NFL game. So what was the total number of people married?
I don't know.
4,200.
Got it right there.
Okay, well.
In 12 hours. So they didn't do them all at once, because we've all seen that.
Yeah.
So they must have just been in and out.
Usually, the Moonies,
is it Bolly?
Yes.
Oh. Is it Bollywood? Is that the movies? Is that kind of how
but
the
Christy's right.
weddings
Yeah. Usually these mass weddings are some weird cult guy.
Yeah.
Like Reverend Moon or something.
Right.
Or radio promotion. I knew one of my ex-girlfriends, she got divorced before I started seeing her, and she was married in one of those, like, hey, write our radio station and tell us why your wedding should be free.
Oh,
and
boy.
She was one of like 50 winners where they were all married at the same time.
Gee, how romantic. I'm sure their parents were so proud.
Well, they didn't have the money, and they were excited to be able to have a ceremony.
You know, that's Tom's one of his arguments about people getting married in Vegas or anything. Oh, I can't wait to tell the kids we got married in Vegas. There's no respectable story in Tom's book as far
Where
as
would you be? Where would you get married if you? Because you're not a churchgoer.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
And this is provided. This provided, of course, you're not married already.
Well, whatever.
And just haven't told us.
Now, are these people all going to be pregnant at the same time?
Not necessarily.
4,200 people?
Yeah, because that's the way it works. Once you get married, boom, you're pregnant.
Don't you think there'll be a little bump in the calendar 9 months from now?
Spike, maybe, yeah. Because you saying that night there was some.
I assume is that a tradition in that culture?
Seeding.
I assume
To have children, yes.
Yeah, they
will
have a
often
lot
do
of
that.
children. Yes.
Hence the population issue. Is it traditional on the evening of the wedding?
I'm not sure.
I've never been more.
I'll have to ask one of my best friends. He's I forget exactly what. He's of Indian heritage, but I forget exactly what.
Can we get him on the phone?
Yeah, he might be.
Say no.
But the problem is he may actually be there now.
Say no.
Oh, so it's like.
I think it's March there. I have no idea.
it's aren't they ahead? Is it
yeah, March.
Are they celebrating July 4th? Yeah. Oh, they're a year ahead. Okay.
July 4th.
Speaking of weddings, we never got to the story last week about the weddings with alpacas.
Yeah, what do you
And
got?
in fact,
wait a minute, you can't marry an alpaca.
You cannot marry an
In
alpaca.
one state still, and we'll tell you what state that is.
No.
Is it a
But
state or a commonwealth?
One of our listeners sent me photos. She attended a wedding on a farm over the weekend, and they had alpacas.
That's a shame.
One for the bride, one for the groom.
Are you kidding me?
No, but this is according to the New York Post. Lower Bush Alpacas offers a range of packages.
Oh,
that
that's
cost-
no, their bushes around their ankles.
That's a lower bush. Boy, that is lower.
That's a lower bush.
That is the name of the
Yes,
of
that's
the
the name
species?
that's the name of the ranch that offers this.
How much money did she steal for the privilege of getting married with an alpaca?
You can pay anywhere from $500 to $900, chick. The most popular package is mingling with alpacas, wherein 2 or 3 alpacas get to be fed by guests and walked by the newlyweds.
Hey, nice white bucks.
Yeah.
The animals are even dressed.
Those shoes are really, ooh, dear.
Oh, the bride slept in a dump.
The animals are dressed for the occasion, donning bow ties and wreaths.
So they look like Playboy bunnies from the 60s.
We used to.
The farm's co-owner, John Savage, said, every wedding we've done, they've all been so happy with everything, and they say it's the best thing they've ever done or offered at the farm.
We used to let them pet them, but there was a fingering incident.
Okay, I've got to tell you this. I can't believe I'm saying this. These animals, first of all, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
And this one has
Stop it.
a wreath around its neck. They
like Christmas?
They are perfect.
A wreath of flowers, very colorful.
I loved Aretha Flowers. Her version of Amazing Grace.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T-E-D is what she added. Respected. Okay? Aretha Flowers.
And it shows the bride and groom coming down a pebbled path.
And each have an alpaca. Yeah.
Now, and some of the alpacas are wearing bow ties, you
This
said?
is the one from over the weekend that my friend sent me.
How do I put this delicately? How hung are the boy alpacas? Are they like
See
horses?
anything?
Are they like horses?
I really need Chick to see some of these pictures.
No, you don't.
Here, let me see. Let me just turn it around.
Just some of the couples.
I'll just look for it myself.
Let me see, Christy.
Oh, for the love of God!
No, there's a.
Hold on, I'll show you the bride.
There's a different one than I'm looking at.
Yeah, this is different.
Do the alpacas, aren't they the critters that spit?
No.
Well, let me see.
No, alpacas
llamas spit. You always get them confused.
Hey, they'll swallow if they really love you.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Turn your head. They can't stand you.
So apparently that wedding had alpacas and wildebeests.
Okay. Okay, first of all, these alpacas don't look anything like I thought they'd look.
No, they're smaller,
So
aren't they?
cute.
Yeah, they're cute.
I thought they were taller than
They look like they've been crossed with labradoodles.
Yeah.
They do.
They've got that curly, furry hair.
Are the alpacadoodles far behind? I don't think so.
If nothing else, that's the greatest name for an animal, an alpacadoodle. That is
Here's
so great.
the picture from the paper,
Okay,
which
well,
is a lot more.
Those are gorgeous, yeah. And that's obviously, that's the bride? Okay, it's not who we were.
the little bow ties is like a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know, didn't Jerry Springer, bless his heart, didn't he have a guy who married a horse on the show one time?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Were they in love?
He said yes.
Classy.
He was, yeah.
Poor Jerry.
Loved his
He
horse.
really wanted to be taken seriously, but the money was just too good to pass up.
I would so do this if I had a chance.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just a couple have what's his name? Timmy, your husband?
Andy?
Huh?
Andy?
Whatever. Why did you have him married with an alpaca? What? You missed your chance.
No. We got married in a fever. Yeah, thank you.
Well, you can renew your vows with an alpaca.
We just got married 3 weeks ago.
No better time
Keep it
to
fresh.
It's like me. People
before he says, pack up your things and get out of here.
Alpaca for you.
Is he Italian? I don't know.
No.
Do you have an alpaca?
Al, come here and pack this stuff for you. Just like when I get gas, I always change my oil. People say it's too much.
So somebody married a horse?
Yeah.
Well, man, did he have a honeymoon?
Yes.
If I want to get screwed by a horse, I'll go to the track.
Really? That's a joke from the 40s.
Better go soon.
Yeah. Oh, yikes. Okay, well, coming up in the news, Christy, give me the teaser.
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff. We got a lot of sex in the news. Are you having trouble sleeping?
No, not really.
Well, if you are, give up the sleeping pill and have a little nookie.
Oh.
Is that right?
See, I'm the opposite.
From
If
that
I-
sweet.
I'm wide awake.
Well, we'll review.
Wide awake.
I guess we're going to be reviewing Christy's sex life.
How about that? Wakes her up.
Said it twice.
Yeah.
Wow.
It didn't wake you up when I did it.
Oh, she was asleep. She was asleep.
You wake up when Timmy does it?
You're not supposed to give her the sleeping pills, Mr. Cosby.
Timmy.
Your husband, Timmy.
Same as Andy.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Also, coming up, we have some interesting news and some interesting guests. They would include Greg Warren and Reno Collier. I was going to say, I just looked at this one story. Yikes.
Oh, no.
Not really sad. A death in the news, but not particularly sad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, I want to talk about something pleasant, like the summer and how you've got a limited amount of time to really enjoy the summer. Therefore, don't waste a lot of time at the grocery store. This is where HelloFresh comes in. They do the shopping for you. They deliver the kit to your house. And I say kit because they have purchased the food and they have also portioned it out. That's right. They've got all the stuff measured out. You put it together. Stuff like their new Fresh and Fit summer menu from HelloFresh, featuring Calorie Smart and Protein Smart lunches and dinners. Some of the stuff you can put together in just 10 minutes. Plus, they even have vegan dinners. They have a whole array of food for whatever your eating lifestyle, if you will, might be. That HelloFresh box comes with cards that have the recipes all laid out for you. So if you don't know a persimmon from a pineapple, you can spot it right there because they've got the pictures and everything. They really do make it easy. And suddenly you're making gourmet food. They've done the measuring. They've done the shopping. Spend less time wasting your time at the grocery store. Kick back a couple nights a week and enjoy HelloFresh. Sign up today, 16 free meals and free shipping. If you use the code BTShow16 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. You'll need the code a couple times. Just remember, BTShow16, HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Now, as I mentioned, coming up, comedians Greg Warren and Reno Collier. And we have a really cool story about a rescue in the news. Did you see this thing? Wow, it's amazing.
A rescue.
I mean, it's amazing. And Willie Nelson and Jerry Jeff Walker in the news.
They rescued somebody?
No, but that's close enough. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop.
Race fans, it's May, and you're out at the track. You're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's gonna overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink, and you'll be refueled and ready for anything your busy lifestyle demands. Excuse me, sir. You look hot and thirsty.
Boy, I sure am. I got my 2 kids with me, and I forgot the cooler in the car. God, it's got to be 100 degrees out here. I could sure go for a cold drink of water.
Water? You don't want water. You want something that'll replenish all the fluids you've lost. You need the overhaul all for your body in a 12-ounce can. You need Body Fuel.
Body fuel? I never heard of it.
That's because it's new. Here, try it, sweet.
Jesus! This tastes like motor oil.
Well, there is some motor oil in there. There's some transmission fluid, gasoline, and even a little engine coolant.
Engine coolant? Hey, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. That's the power of Body Fuel on your system, making it just like brand new. What do you think of Body Fuel?
Are you trying to kill me? Hey, what's that fizzing noise?
That's a little battery amp. Sure, it'll keep your body running smooth and efficient. How do you like the sporty racing look of the package?
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Well, it's very sporty. Don't worry, preliminary testing shows that the blindness is only a temporary side effect. Anyway, how about that refreshing, cool, clear taste?
Come here. I'm going to sue you bastards. Come here. Where are you? I can't see anything.
Body Fuel. When you're so thirsty you could die, try one of Body Fuel's 3 delicious flavors: original lemon lime, iced tea, or diesel.
I can't feel my tongue. My gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding.
Body Fuel from the people who brought you Thirspiration Plus. It's the health drink for those on the run. Go out and pick up some Body Fuel today at a supermarket or auto parts store near you.
Come here, you son of a bitch.
I see.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Peppy.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one. That's right.
Thank you, Pepe La Scrotum.
Au revoir.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Dan Cummins is here with us.
Now, did your kids all go through the why? Why?
Oh,
why?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he never, for a year, it's been a nonstop barrage of questions. And it's a question and it's the opposite. Why are we going to the park? Well, because it'd be fun to go to the park.
No. You know why? You know your answer? Because.
I said so.
I found myself saying that. I'm like, I'm not going to say that. And now I'm like, because Daddy said so. That's why we're going there. And they're the worst know-it-alls because their knowledge base is almost zero.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know anything. And he questions everything. Like, I'll be reading him everything's a challenge. Just like, and then the jaguar walked through the forest. That's a tiger. No, it says jaguar.
Nope, it's a tiger.
Yeah, like, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay, let's play a little game. Raise your hand if you have a degree. Oh, this is embarrassing. I graduated on the dean's list. You can't wipe your own butt. That's a jaguar. This is a winner. Next story.
You said you used to be a teacher.
Yeah, I was a PE teacher.
Gym teacher.
Gym, yeah. And I don't know, I was telling you I about drinking. I like to drink and I'd like to teach. I don't know if that's right, but yeah, it was just so hot, man. And you had to stand outside in the heat all day. And when you drink and the kid thinks you smell like, liquor, and I found that I just had to lie. You have to be a really good liar to teach school because parents come in there like you guys were talking about dodgeball. This woman, I kid you not, came into me for parent-teacher conference and goes, I don't understand why Bobby doesn't do better in dodgeball. And you got to be like, because Bobby doesn't apply himself, but you're thinking because Bobby throws like a little fruit. That's why. Look at his dad. It's not my fault, If you wanted an athlete, marry a guy who stands up straight with a straight wrist. I can't fix that. Just don't make sure he pays attention in art class because this ain't happening.
He has a great sense of color.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick, you okay?
Yeah. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold in Denver, Colorado for tonight's Game 5 between the Heat and the Nuggets. Denver can win the championship tonight. I'm Chick McGee, and as I told him, I just had the pleasure of watching Pat Godwin navigate the paper towel dispenser.
I could not.
It was just amazing.
How hard is that?
Well, the best part was after he got the 2 paper towel things wadded up, he made the 3-foot shot toward the wastebasket and
nothing but floor.
Missed.
And he said, I'm having trouble. These paper towels aren't regular paper towels.
What?
And Tom goes, you're exactly right.
There's some weird.
There's some weird paper
absorbent.
What?
That was before Josh went up and just easily, of course,
Tore off a paper towel.
Tore off a piece
The
of it.
green room should be pay-per-view every day.
Yes, it should. We'd make millions.
Yes.
Now, we were talking about the...
with you two.
The world record wedding.
You were talking about
most people.
I was your instrument.
The most people ever married at the same time or something.
Yeah.
In India, and I was just wondering, it was like 4,000 people. Right.
It was either 4,200 people or couples. I don't remember, and I'm afraid to ask.
2,100 couples.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's being so hostile.
It would help if you'd pay attention.
Well,
at least for 5 seconds.
Okay, and the larger
something Tom's not saying, that would be helpful.
It's the most couples married in 12 hours, according to the Guinness people.
Yeah.
2,143 couples in a place called Rajasthan.
Why? Yeah, you got it.
What a great name, Rajasthan.
Rajasthan?
Why did you say Rajasthan?
Like that.
I'm trying to pronounce it correctly.
Really?
Put the right spin on it.
Flavor.
In any event, this is according to the Guinness people, the most people. And I was just wondering if 9 months from now, if there'll be a little baby boom. And I was wondering if in that culture, if it is a tradition for the bride and groom to consummate the marriage, as they say.
I think it's tradition in most marriages, isn't it?
I don't know. You know, they have a lot of different rules over there.
I would think, particularly with arranged marriages.
Yeah, I would think so,
It would be, but I'm not too sure.
Got this letter from not from India, but it's from Michigan.
Oh, okay.
For our truck driver friend writes
from Grand Rapids, Stan.
Very good.
Ann Arbor, Stan.
Okay. You mentioned the tradition of consummating the marriage on the wedding night. When my wife and I got married, we were living in her parents' house in an upstairs bedroom.
Hook it up.
When I came downstairs the morning after our wedding, my new father-in-law said with a straight face, "The next time you watch Wild Kingdom, turn the volume down."
Oh, boy.
He didn't talk to me the rest of the day.
Sure. Defiled his daughter.
That's awkward.
Why?
Yeah, wouldn't you maybe
get a
get
hotel room?
for the night at least?
Yeah.
Well, you never know somebody's circumstances. And hey, Dad, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, she was
That's what
already
I would've said
pregnant,
to
so
him.
it didn't matter.
It's a freebie.
Well, thank you very much. We now turn to Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Are y'all done over
Go,
there?
yes. Stop
Well,
making
speaking
small
of
talk.
sex, a new study out there shows that when sending an opening message on a dating app, it's best to stick to traditional greetings over sexually explicit messages.
Sure.
How are you? How's those boobs? Stuff like
Right?
that.
This seems like a no-brainer. Scientists said that online daters might choose to reserve sending sexually explicit content
that's
until
not
they're
how-
sure the recipient would appreciate that kind of communication.
This is advice from scientists?
Yeah.
Nerds who never got women? Really?
A study published in the Journal of Personal Relationships, while both men and women viewed sexual messages as negative,
There's a journal for that?
women viewed it more negatively than men did.
So they're saying don't.
Your opening line shouldn't be, "Hey, you want to bang?"
Well, I was thinking of something more subtle, like, something traditional. Can you suck a golf ball through a 30-foot garden hose?
Okay,
One of the classics.
I thought mine was a little more subtle. But
What was yours?
I would often write, I can't help but notice I'm not inside you.
Oh.
Right to the point.
Is that right?
That's almost clever enough to be funny. and effective.
That's often the review of my comedy.
Clever enough to be funny.
I mean,
almost.
The almost comedian.
This is why, Pat, the Beatles wrote songs like I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Yeah, cute.
Was that very forward back then? Were people...
You want to hold my hand?
shocked
But it
hearing
was
such
sweet.
lyrics?
Josh, it wasn't I want to be inside you.
Well, I think that's what Paul meant.
It's where it starts. You got to start somewhere, right?
See, I was successful on Tinder. You want to hear my take on it?
Yes,
Please.
I do.
All right, here we go. Love on Tinder, take it slow. Never be too crude. Take it easy, make it sweet. Never come off rude. Mention yoga, taking hikes. Lie about your age. Link up a 20-year-old photo from your Facebook page. And that's how you succeed on Tinder.
I see.
So that's what I do.
Well, and it worked. You guys are very happy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Did you ever open with a joke, Josh?
That's yes. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, like you say, what's the difference between jelly and jam?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God, not that.
I can't jelly this computer.
Right.
Do you think that would work? What was the thing at the end of Men versus Women? What did you say? The
men didn't mind it as
much as women.
Duh.
Yeah, no kidding. If the guy goes, hey, how are you? Do you like golf and walking on the beach? And she comes back, I mostly like getting it out on the back of a car.
You in? Yeah. No, I didn't mind her saying that.
Now, what guy would?
Well, that reminds me of something, Josh. Your potential opening line reminds me of something. This is from a comedian. I think you'll enjoy this.
Comedian Rick Schrader. You're talking about your ex-wife. You ever see her anymore? Or
Oh, no. I don't know what she's...
The cord is severed.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I know.
Did she like your comedy? Did she come see you do your stand-up comedy at all?
Yeah, sure. She enjoyed it, I guess.
Come to think of it, she wasn't that bad after all.
What was I thinking?
Well, can we...
No, she was not big on approval. This is what I'm getting at in a roundabout way. Make sure you find the right person before you get married, because the first time I got married, I looked, and I thought I found that person who would tell me those 5 words every man longs to hear. Get off me, you're heavy. But, are you done yet? That's one of us should be enjoying this. Of course, my personal favorite, when you're inside me, I feel nothing. Yes, I tell you this to bring up this. A little bit of Rick Schrader arcane trivia. She said every one of those to me in bed at one time. I swear to God.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. Every single one of those.
You poor man.
In 6 years, what kind of a schmuck am I?
You had to have at one point said, I love this woman, right?
Huh? Yeah. I can't get enough of this. More stress.
Wow. You remembered them word for word.
Oh, yeah. Those are things that catch your attention.
When you're inside me, I feel nothing. I have to write that down.
That is a direct quote.
Oh, wow.
Because we're working up there. I'm trying. Boy, I got it in myself that time. I think I'm on a roll here. It's not fair. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't. Women have such a hard time achieving orgasm. Maybe it's because you got a big, fat, sweaty guy on top of it. That would break my concentration. I'm trying. Pillsbury Doughboy thing. I can't feel my legs. You're the one, baby. Dear God, let it in.
Rick Schrader. It's just rough night.
Speaking of that.
Well, in sports, I want to go back to this. I was looking at this Conor McGregor video.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This is a big story.
If it's true, if it really happened, if it wasn't staged just to advance
get this
the product.
attention.
It looks Conor McGregor
I don't think he
is
hits
part
the guy
of
in the
a
head.
stunt
he hits the guy in the mascot head, but I don't think it hits his head.
Like Josh said, this is during Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Conor McGregor punches the guy, and you can see the mascot mask kind of lift away, and it looks like he really clocks him, and then the guy goes down. And I'm sure the stunt, they were supposed to pull him off, but it says that he had to be hospitalized.
The guy drops pretty quick. Like, he drops naturally, like he just got hit. It's not like a slow, fake fall.
Like a Pratt fall, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Hope the guy's okay. But I just think it's interesting that how these mascots are doing the concussion protocols. And could you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Ivan Jerkinoff, and this is some other news. Well, it's true. It's true. Our top story, Conor McGregor is back. It's been almost 2 years since the former Ultimate Fighting champion stepped into the octagon. But over the weekend, the mouthy Irish thug didn't look rusty at all when he dropped the Miami Heat's beloved mascot, Bernie. That's right, he KO'd Bernie with a solid left hook during Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Then, in a typical display of McGregor sportsmanship, he popped the mascot yet again as the poor furry giant puppet lay unconscious on the gym floor. Well, pleased with the results of this comeback bout, McGregor has announced plans to pummel other popular mascots. Future victims include Mr. Met, the Philly Fanatic, one of Milwaukee's racing wieners, the Pillsbury Doughboy, the Aflac Duck. These are people Conor McGregor is going to hammer. The Hamburglar, and the charming butt-wiping bear. The little one, not the big one.
And that's Charmin.
McGregor also hopes to step on and squish the Geico lizard. Meanwhile, professional boxer Jake Paul, who has made a living out of knocking out YouTubers, retirees, and janitors, also wants in on the mascot and brand ambassador action. That's right. He hopes to earn $35 million in his next pay-per-view bout when he, quote, beats the nuts off Mr. Peanut, unquote. Yeah. Oh, and here's a little pride. Here's a little Pride Month trivia for you.
All right.
Anyone who claims The Simpsons' Waylon Smithers was the first gay cartoon character obviously never watched Snagglepuss. Yeah. Heavens to Murgatroyd. This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Ivan Jerkinoff. And this has been some other news.
Are the Jerkinoffs from Yugoslavia or Czechoslovakia?
It's one of them. It's somewhere in the Eastern Bloc, I think.
Heavens to Murgatroyd. I never thought about that.
Exit stage left even.
Yikes.
The ascot also got to give some away.
He wears, didn't he wear a tie?
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. And the ascot was the gator.
And he wears cuffs.
Yeah. Wally Gator?
Did he wear an ascot? No. Some animal wore an ascot.
No.
No, I know who you're talking about. It'll come to me.
I know Tony the Tiger wears like a kerchief around his neck.
Snagglepuss was great.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Now,
I slipped that one by.
Man, they were having a ball, weren't they?
Well, who knows? Who's to say? We do have Christy Lee right there.
Oh, Freddie from Scooby-Doo.
Right. Yes. He had an ascot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But that's a tough look to pull off.
The ascot? Oh, yeah.
I think you were born to wear an ascot.
Don Knotts did it. Charles Nelson Riley. Don Knotts did it as Mr. Furley. I don't know if he did it in his everyday life.
I would doubt it. He apparently, by the way, did quite well.
Yeah, apparently.
With the ladies.
Don Knotts?
Yeah.
Incredibly well hung.
Apparently Knotts was also a nickname because he could tie it.
Andy?
Bony guy.
Yeah, coming up. Coming up, we have an excuse to feature something about Don Knotts, actually. It's kind of a stretch, but that's what we do here. Also, I suppose we should get this sad story out of it. It's not really sad. It's kind of just awful.
Who's this? What's this?
Ted Kaczynski has died, the famous Unabomber.
Oh, that's not sad at all.
No, but I mean, the reason he's famous is because he killed people, and it was just awful.
Christy, you can just take the day off. It's
okay. Do you know how he died?
Well, they don't know. They think he may have taken himself out. He had advanced cancer.
He had to have been fairly old.
He was 81, Josh.
Okay, yeah,
Suffered from late-stage cancer, found unresponsive in his cell at the Federal Medical Center in Butner, North Carolina.
In the Butner.
Had an amazing head of hair.
Apparently died by suicide, they're saying here.
Always bugged me. He had such great hair and didn't take care of it.
See you, Teddy.
All matted together.
Between 1978 and 1995, for those of you who are out there who are young and don't know who the Unabomber is, Kaczynski carried out a bombing campaign that killed 3 people, injured 23 others. He was finally apprehended in 1996 and sentenced to prison in 1998. Didn't he have a bunker in, like, Montana or somewhere? Yeah.
It was fenced off.
Had a manifesto that was, like, 80 pages long or something.
They caught him because, I forget, I think it was the New York Times, I think maybe the Washington Post printed this manifesto.
Mm-hmm.
And when they printed it, his brother read it and recognized the ideas and the pros and the whole thing.
And, if you will.
And yeah, I mean.
Really? So his brother went, I think that my brother might be the guy.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Okay,
that's how the FBI spent a fortune trying to find the guy. Then they did find him, and I forget it's complicated. He pled guilty rather than his lawyers wanted to plead insanity, and he didn't want to be acknowledged as being insane. The guy obviously was a lunatic. I wouldn't want to open his casket. Might have it rigged. So I assume it'll be a closed casket affair. I want to see that hair one more time. No?
I just, when this story broke on Saturday, I was sitting in a restaurant with my daughter, with Sophie, and I said, "Oh, the Unabomber died." She goes, "Who is that?" And I go, "Some guy that Tom has a fascination with his hair. That's all you need to know."
He was woolly.
The other thing, I don't know if you remember this, there was a drawing of him that was famous. Remember, it was a
hoodie?
Yeah, that was the hoodie with sunglasses on.
Oh, yeah.
That was everywhere for a while.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, with good reason. The guy had bombed airplanes. One of his bombs
He was a
on a
horrible
plane at universities, hence the part of Unabomber. But hope nobody claims this guy got Epsteined in prison. I mean,
no, I think it's probably it's more obvious.
I think he was sentenced to like 3 life terms or something. So got 1 down. Scratch that off.
So if he comes back, he's going straight to jail, right?
Check.
Yeah. All right.
And I think it was like 3 life terms and 30 years.
And isn't that weird that they do that?
No, they want to keep lunatics like this out of society.
Well, he can't die 3 times.
You don't know that.
Well, justices sometimes
die 3 times in the prison if you want to.
Twice on the bar.
If the answer.
I wonder if that. Am I crazy, or has that?
Crazy.
Has that drawing of him appeared on a sweatshirt?
I'm sure.
He's wearing a sweatshirt.
It was. I mean, it's like a Banksy kind of thing.
Right. I bet it's
seen it everywhere.
Oh, like Che Guevara or something.
Yeah, some lunatic wants to promote Ted Kaczynski. Okay, so long, Ted. Now, when we come back, Christy, what do you got over there?
Well, we still have sex as a sleeping pill. We have a very interesting story very sad but interesting story out of the Colombian jungle. I don't know if you saw this over the weekend.
I mean,
it's a miracle, actually. Yeah.
That's coming. And Willie Nelson and Jerry Jeff Walker. Great news about those guys.
Cool.
When we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and...
But I like to eat. I love food, sure. It don't matter what you put in front of me. I'm going to eat it. It may smell bad, but I'm going to eat it. Uh-huh. This is what that song is about. Okay. 1, 2, 1. Say your diet should be called incomplete on the account of the amount of meat you eat. I'd say your eyes are bigger than your belly. I'll have you get down. Ricky Simmons on the telly. I've got to know where your appetite is me, baby, you're gonna eat all of that. You like it creamy, you like a lot of gravy. I like it wetter, like sailors in the Navy. I can't believe those calories you're counting. Oh, you like dark chocolate, and girl, I've got a mountain. When you're through with this, you're gonna need to take a nap. Tell me, baby, you're gonna eat all of that. Munch a bunch, munch a bunch, munch a munch a bunch, munch a bunch, you're gonna eat it all. Munch a bunch, who's that over there? That's a J-Bum on me. Hey yo, hey yo, you could use a little mayo. Hey yo, I got your meat and two potato. Hey yo, I'm white and creamy like Scott Baio. Hey yo, hey yo. Tell me, baby, you're gonna eat all of that.
All right. That is the band. They are called Here Come the Mummies.
Maybe.
I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Tim Cavanaugh. Oh, I love this song.
This is a little bit of a drinking song.
I love
Here
this
we go.
song.
There was a dog who had a farmer who would drink all weekend. B-I-N-G-E, B-I-N-G-E, B-I-N-G-E. He'd drink all weekend long. One weekend he drank so darn much he threw up in a transmission shop. A-A-M-C-O, A-A-M-C-O, A-A-M-C-O. He'd drink all weekend long. The farmer got stopped by a cop who made him do the alphabet. E-I-E-I-O, E-I-E-I-O, E-I-E-I-O. He got a DUI. There's no more verses to that because once he went to jail, it didn't get as funny.
Once he went to jail,
I mean, there might be,
you know.
Why don't you finish the funny one?
Maybe. I don't know.
Wait a second. That's his next album title.
I finished the funny ones.
Finishing the funny ones. Comedian Greg Hahn is here with us. He's a high-energy kind of guy, aren't you, Greg?
Oh, yeah. I like to have a little energy. A little energy in the show. I got a big show, everybody.
I get shot out of a cannon. We bring out the elephants. I break a board over my head. It's motivating. It's a good time. I'm all excited. I'm getting married in May.
You are?
Yeah. All I got to do now is find a chick. Yeah. Hey, there he is.
There he is.
I was engaged once. You know, if you give a girl a ring and ask her to marry you, she thinks you're really going to do it. You should do it. You should do it. Dating is crazy. Crazy. I was out with this girl. She's like, you know what she said?
What?
She said, you've never been married your whole life. What are you afraid of? What am I? You really want to know? Yeah, what are you afraid of? I'll tell you what I'm afraid of. Alligators! Alligators! They got a big head and these little legs, and they can run lightning fast. You can get a head start. The alligator will catch up to you, even though it's got a big head and these little legs. It'll catch right up to you. It's like, what's that got to do with being married? I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I'm talking about alligator. Scary. I'm bitching 315.
You're huge.
I'm still afraid of alligators.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
Hello. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Hey. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. And I believe we're checking in with Willie Griswold here sometime this morning from Denver, Colorado.
He's definitely tomorrow. He's going to the game tonight.
He's there for tonight's Rockies? No, who is it? Nuggets. Nuggets and Heat. That's right.
Let's see the Rockies yesterday.
And here's Tom.
It'll be interesting because he's kind of rooting for the Heat because he has money on the Heat.
Yeah.
But it's going to be the home crowd in Denver. He spent a lot of time there, so we'll see. Should be fun. I'm sure he'll give us a full report tomorrow. But right now, we have a number of things to get to, including coming up, Greg Warren, comedian, and Reno Collier, comedian.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Well, they say it happens in threes. Sure enough. It's proof. Start with Tina Turner's, then Pat Robertson, and now I just heard on Bob and Tom, you said we've lost a Unabomber.
That's right.
Ted Kaczynski, gone.
That's got to be hard on you, Tom, because the Unabomber had such a healthy head of hair.
Yeah, it always bugged me.
And yet wore a hoodie. That's another crime. But I agree with you guys. That funeral's going to suck, you know? Because normally it's just a little eulogy, but his, you got to sit through that whole manifesto. It takes forever. And I heard you bragging about a secret guest in studio this week.
Yeah, you're gonna really be very, very happy.
I hope it's that Jelly Roll, country music's latest star. Have you seen him?
No.
Oh, he's the last person you'd think country music could start giving trophies to. First off, he's way bigger than that Dick from Blues Traveler, and he wears them short pants and Crocs on stage, and he's got so many tats and piercings it looks like Post Malone spit in his face.
Wow.
I swear to God. But he's Nashville's newest son. Oh, and spoiler alert, he's married to this fire-ass hot chick named Bunny, who admits to being a former high-end escort.
Oh.
Josh, I know you're into them. But nowadays, high-end means she don't take cash.
Oh.
She only accepts Matt Rife tickets. Swear to God. You know? I can't stand that dick. Matt Rife. Christy, have you seen him?
No.
He's popular. Anybody be funny with a six-pack, a pair of rock revivals, and lips like Jaggers? I swear to God. It reminds me when Angel Skinners used to beg me to get her Luke Bryan tickets regular. Man, if I had a nickel for every chick that asked me to get them Luke Bryan or Morgan Wallen tickets, I'd land on both sides of the Florida-Georgia line. I swear to God, man. But I'd buy a brand new boat for me and that Bunny. Look her up, man. Smoke show. And the fact she brags about being an escort, I bet she's been turned over so many times you could run the Carfax on it. I swear to God.
Okay.
I know this. If I was Jelly Roll, I'd be putting a baby in her. He's got it all. Country music awards, Bunny, fame, fortune. And he don't even play guitar. I guess now we finally know the difference between jelly and jam.
Oh.
I gotta go.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Donnie. We return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
Well, we'll talk about sex, baby. A recent survey suggests that to get a good night's sleep, you should have sex rather than taking that sleeping pill. According to the study presented at the Sleep 2023 annual meeting,
at the All Guy Institute.
75% of adults reported sleeping better after having sex.
Well, yeah.
64% of respondents felt that sleeping pills had a similar or worse effect on their sleep compared to sex. Lead study author Dr. Douglas Kirsch said that while the data is quite preliminary, it was interesting how often sex was used in aid to sleep.
And the good news for you, Pat Godwin.
Yeah.
Those sleeping pills won't throw out your back.
Oh, that is good news.
How's your back this week?
It's a little rough.
Okay.
A little rough.
Yeah, all right.
Well, I probably pulled it getting those paper towels off that roll.
That was most unpleasant.
It's crazy.
How can that be unpleasant? They're just paper towels.
And I will say this, in past defense, it's the paper towel dispenser is in an awkward place.
Yeah, on top of the refrigerator for most of us.
I came down the hall, and you know how you can see a reflection in that one window?
Right.
I saw this blur of white. I wonder what the hell that is. And there's Godwin pulling off all these towels.
eight at a time.
I couldn't get
We
it
never
through.
asked him, because you were cleaning out the microwave. Did something happen?
I spilled a coffee in there.
You spilled a coffee?
A little bit of a coffee, yeah.
Oh, and have you been in the men's room over here because the water was running when I went in?
No, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you.
You're the only one that goes back there.
No, right up here. That was running.
Pat
Pat goes in the back.
Pat uses the ladies' room.
Yeah, the ladies'
Being
room.
teased for a year, I'm now in the back hall.
Teased? You turned the water on, you weirdo.
I saw you walk out of the ladies' room in the hallway Friday.
That was private.
Yeah, because both of these were full, and I went down that way, and Ace goes, "You don't want to go in there." Pat was just in there.
I don't know why he's saying things like that. I was just putting my makeup on.
So let's get back to this study.
Yeah.
So they're saying that sexual activity is better than sleeping pills.
That's what they're saying.
It makes sense.
Almost anything's better than a sleeping pill.
Sure.
And I guess you're not likely to tweet inappropriate things the way you would on Ambien after a good roll in the hay.
Is that what you call it? Roll in the hay?
Well, sure. I'll try to be delicate here.
That's delicate?
Is that how you go, hey, you want to have a roll in the hay?
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
Really?
What do you mean? I stand there with a cardboard sign at the side of the road.
We'll bang for food?
By the way, closed circuit to the lady that's always standing out there. Having a Starbucks cup right next to you is maybe a little much. It sends the wrong message.
I know exactly where you're saying, what intersection you're talking about.
Oh, God. Someone run her over.
You don't have to murder her.
Almost makes get a job sound friendly, doesn't it?
I don't know. The vehicular manslaughter is the key.
You're asking for it. You're standing there.
There's one gentleman super friendly. Oh, I see him every morning on the way home, and I wait.
Of course he's friendly. He makes $80,000 a year.
Cash. Yeah. Tax free.
Such a nice guy, smiling always.
Off to work. Can't get a job.
I don't. They're fine, but when they bring dogs into it, I don't care for that.
You know they make triple the money.
Yeah, dogs don't have any say in it at all. It's like I didn't know my owner was homeless.
It really hits.
This really stinks. Yeah, and maybe that's why they triple the money. Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Now, what else have you got over there, Christy? Give me the teaser.
Well, coming up, do you remember Dr. Deep, the guy that was living underwater?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is a record. I don't know if it's a world record because it's not say that, but he actually came out. He surfaced, if you will.
Oh, okay.
We'll
Does he have
talk
the
about
bends?
I don't know if he has the bends.
Isn't he just 20 feet under?
Yeah, he's just in one of those bubbly things.
You'd think being that long, though, you'd need some sort of depressurization.
Yeah, he was 30 feet under.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's I mean, to be down there all that time, 100 days is a long time.
Get those bubbles in.
NASA and
Do they have
poetry coming up.
Are they measuring lots of stuff, like blood pressure and heart rate? And is the Jacutron 4000 on?
You think that's what he's doing down there?
He broke that the first week. It's clogged.
Did you say NASA and poetry?
Yes. And
yeah,
were you here for our discussion? Yeah, you were here for our discussion.
I think that I shall never see
the late night TV hosts.
Planet as beautiful as a tree. What are you talking?
We were talking about the late night movie hosts.
Oh yeah.
Who was the one you had in Columbus, Ohio?
Fritz the Night Owl.
Fritz the Night Owl. Okay, because Josh would like to be one, and I gave him, I think, a very good suggestion, which he immediately rejected.
Really?
You want to hear this? He wasn't here for this.
More than anything.
Count Jacula.
Not just Count Jacula.
Count Jacula.
Count Jacula from Pennsylvania.
He's laughing. He rejected that. And then there'd be like I could be this crazy scientist with my hair all weirded out, and I'd come in with a different kind of pizza from a different pizza joint every Friday night.
Well, this week we have...
Look at this. It's from Basbo's.
Pizza Hut.
Here's one from the Hut. When we come back, also, Jerry Jeff Walker and Willie Nelson in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
From what we understand, the art of the vajazzling begins with a waxing. Is that correct?
Yes.
How much preparation have we had so far? Has the
Well, she's gotten a Brazilian.
Oh, she's done that already.
We didn't do that here.
Okay,
Prove
good.
it.
No, we didn't do that. Prove it. Marianne.
the epilation has already taken place?
Yes.
And when was that done?
Yesterday. You can go as low as you want to go.
Or as high as you want to, right?
For today's purposes, we're going a little bit above the panty line.
And presumably there's some kind of glue used?
Yeah, we're using eyelash glue today.
Really?
Okay. Do you mind? Should I go in there so I can see this?
I think you should.
Yeah, get right down. Eyeball
Good
that
luck.
thing, Tom.
Do you mind, Hillary, would you mind if I
go in there?
No, of course not.
You don't mind if I come in? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we need you.
It's better than you pressing your face up against the window.
Licking the window.
Tom is heading in. The ladies from the Naked Monkey are about to...
He's going to pet the monkey.
Reno, what design are we doing today?
We're doing the Bob and Tom logo.
I'm attempting the...
Are you really?
Is that
nice?
Uh-huh.
This is really nice. Now, let me try to describe this so you can see. Above the panty line, a number of sort of, are these rhinestones?
Yes.
Rhinestones, are those already glued on?
Yes.
They are, yeah.
They're glued on in kind of an arc, and then she already has the word Bob above the panty line in little teeny rhinestones.
Oh, really? And Tom,
nice.
all right.
So she's pretty fast with this stuff.
Yeah, she's very good.
So have you noticed an upsurge in popularity and having
Since
this done?
Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Well, actually, just since you guys started talking about it.
Nice. Okay.
The T in Tom is not cooperating.
Well, of course.
What a surprise.
What are the odds?
That's right. Oh, my gosh.
Guys, do you think it's a good idea?
Well, I need to see the finished product. But
I think
Map, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, Americans. It's that time of year again. You received your tax forms in the mail, and now it's time to settle up with the IRS. When it comes to tax preparation, well, listen to this.
Honey, we got our tax forms.
Are you going to try to do it yourself again this year?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the butt.
Taxes can be a pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated.
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
We're hanging out with comedian Dove Davidoff. So no relationship.
Well, no, but now I find myself in a scenario where you're alone and I'm on the road, and you end up with the kinds of people that are willing to just go home with me are inevitably hate themselves to some degree. And so I'm there with a 22-year-old drunk girl. I don't know the last time you tried to have a conversation with one of these girls, chick. Mm-hmm. It's a lot like a helicopter's landing in the distance, and every now and then I can make out a word. She's like, dip, 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 American Idol, dip, 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 dip. Religion, my mother was like, what are you saying? And then she's like, are you too old for me? I was like, am I too old to put this in there? No. Am I too old to pretend I care about whatever it is that's taking place inside of you? Yes. I'm Moses old for this. I'm King Tut old. Then we get back to my house and we finally start operating, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, and then she pulls back. She goes, well, why don't we just be friends? First of all, you're wearing glitter. We got nothing in common. What do you mean, why don't we just be friends? You know, I mean, that's like me pulling into a gas station, like, could you fill it up? We don't have any gas. Why don't we just be friends, man? How random is this? Because we have no basis for friendship. You might as well be a Muslim fundamentalist. You're wearing glitter. Take the glitter off. We'll talk.
Could you do the helicopter sound effect one more time?
American Idol. American Idol.
The Hills.
Spring Break. MTV.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Larry Reeb. Now, Larry, you are from
Chicago.
Mm-hmm. You just got a great Chicago accent.
Well, originally I'm from a little town, Dwight, Illinois. It's a farm town.
Uh-huh.
There's a mental institution and a women's prison there.
Really?
And my parents met. Here I am. But yeah, I live in Chicago.
Are you married?
I've been married 10 years.
Oh, how's it going?
Good. I think us guys need good women, don't you? Women keep us in line.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That's why most axe murderers are single. They were married, their wife wouldn't put up with that. Put that axe down. You're not chopping anybody. You have to take the garbage out. Take the ski mask off. It's summer, you idiot.
Employers looking for great people.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick, good to be with you, buddy.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
You're talking about the death in prison of the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski.
Adios, pal.
He was literally a genius. Someone said to me this. His IQ estimated to be 167. Einstein was about 160. So, yikes.
It's a shame he couldn't have done better with it.
Yeah. But I mentioned that there was that famous drawing when they were looking for the so-called Unabomber. There was a drawing, and it was a guy with big sunglasses and a hoodie. It was everywhere for a while.
Wasn't that at the height of the fax machine era? We would get that a lot.
It seemed like, yeah.
This comes to us from Eric in Houston, Texas.
Hi, Eric.
He writes, I was going through chemotherapy for testicular cancer. By the way, everything is fine now.
Oh, good.
All right, good.
Go ahead.
No, he's fine.
Good.
It's important to talk about something. He goes, I was always cold at work. I had an old hoodie that I always wore, often with sunglasses.
Oh.
My coworker commented I looked like the famous Unabomber drawing. I said, no, but now you can call me the Uniballer.
Oh.
Thank you, Eric.
So he lost one.
I'm glad.
Is that a pen?
I'm glad that you're doing
Nice
well,
one.
Eric.
The Uniballer.
Yeah, make sure that you talk to a medical professional about checking yourself for stuff like that. By the way, Bob's special thing that's going on out there, his special podcasts talking about his battle with cancer right now is up and running, and you can grab it if you go to any of the Bob and Tom social media platforms and click on over. And Bob's doing well, And he just talks about what it's like being treated for this with radiation and chemo. He has cancer in his stomach, but they're taking care of it. And if you want to find out more, if you know someone dealing with it, everyone's journey is different, but Bob's talking about his. So check it out. Once again, he's got a series of podcasts out there talking about that. In the meantime, we, on a much lighter note, go over that way. I see Christy Lee sitting right there.
University of South Florida professor who spent 100 days living underwater at a Florida Keys lodge for scuba divers has resurfaced. Dr. Joseph Dituri, or Dr. Deep Sea, set the record for the longest time living underwater without depressurization during his stay at Jules Undersea Lodge, submerged 30 feet underwater in a Key Largo lagoon. He shattered the previous mark of 73 days, 2 hours, and 34 minutes set by two Tennessee professors at the same lodge back in 2014.
But he's all wrinkled.
Pruny? Yeah. Oh, wait, the water was
He's
outside.
not in the water.
Oh, okay, sorry.
He was just in something
He's like in
that was submerged.
Yeah, it's a lodge. You can stay there.
Where do the
apparently.
farts go?
Well,
I mean, my gosh. It must
That's
just
what
be.
you think of.
Yeah.
I know when the astronauts came back from the moon and stuff, it was, according to the guys that rescued him, it was a little rough in there.
Yeah, I bet.
Dituri undertook the challenge as part of Project Neptune 100, which aims to learn more about the human body and mind response to extended exposure to extreme pressure and an isolated environment.
So this is going to relate to space, though.
I think so, yeah.
If it's all this pressurization.
Was he allowed to have visitors down there?
Oh.
I think. I don't know because it said, well.
Like his name was Captain Deep?
Yeah, Dr. Deep Sea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
I can just see his wife going, not deep enough.
Whoa.
His wife might be Mrs. Deep Sea, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. What is it? 747 looks tiny in the Grand Canyon, right?
Sorry, Christy.
Look at me.
We got off topic here.
Speaking of space, NASA is inviting members of the public to add their names to a poem that will fly aboard the Europa Clipper spacecraft.
A poem, huh?
A poem.
And now?
A poem.
A poem.
The signatures are part of the agency's Message in a Bottle campaign, which will be stenciled onto a microchip, along with the poem titled In Praise of Mystery, a poem for Europa, written by U.S. Poet Laureate Ada Limon. The names and poems will travel billions and billions of miles as the mission investigates Jupiter's moon Europa in October of 2024. You can go visit go.nasa.gov/message-in-a-bottle to sign, read the poem, and hear Limon recite the poem in an animated video. They will accept signatures until December 31st of this year.
Sounds like a classroom kind of thing.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it like $1 a signature or something? Are they charging? Or just go ahead and sign for it? It's all free?
Yeah, the poem's already done. You don't get to write poetry. You just get to sign.
Do we know what how the poem reads?
I know. I'm not going to sign it.
Why not?
Oh, the aliens, that's the list.
Yeah, exactly.
Aliens see that. Well, let's see. Joshua Arnold is zap him.
Here I am, flying through space, broken-hearted. Came to crap, only farted.
Shouldn't we be sending, I don't know, great works of art rather than a poem?
This may be a great work of art. I look forward to reading it.
Arching under the night sky inky. With black expansiveness, we point to the planets we know.
How many Americans have read a poem in the last year?
What are you doing?
We pin quick wishes on stars.
What are you doing?
From Earth, we read the sky.
Is this the poem?
As if it is an unerring book of the universe.
All right, again, I'm already bored. Let's move on.
Expert and evident.
I like it.
Still, there are mysteries below our sky.
Aren't there?
Did they talk about Alf?
The whale song, the songbird singing, its call in the bow of a wind-shaken tree.
What about the butler?
Hey, on Alf, did other Alfs ever come down and visit him?
I don't think so.
Oh, my gosh. What a lonely existence.
Have you watched that more than once all the way through?
The series?
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you have a favorite episode?
You say, of course, and you don't know if there are any more Alfs in any of the episodes?
I watch a lot of TV.
Yes. Yeah, that's
well, I think Alf would stick out.
There's one where he tricks, he goes to a those rentals, what do they call them?
A storage unit?
No.
Rental TVs?
No, where you like rent a house.
VRBO?
Oh, okay, timeshare, yeah.
And he gets a free toaster, and he keeps pushing and just says, "Toast up, toast down."
Oh.
Toast up.
That's your favorite episode?
That sounds like a good one.
That is,
Someone wrote that.
That was really funny.
Go back to that poem.
Yeah. And they went on to write The Big Bang Theory.
Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Greg Warren and comedian Reno Collier today will be joining us. We have time for one more story, Christy.
A Los Angeles family discovered 1 million copper pennies while cleaning out a relative's home.
How many? What is it, $100,000? How much is a million?
Well, how much money?
10,000.
10,000? Huh? No.
Yeah.
It's $1 million.
100 pennies is $1.
Okay.
1,000 pennies is $10.
Okay, hang on.
All right.
I'm not going to do the whole.
John Rice told KTLA.
KTLA. A friend you can turn to.
That he and his wife found several bank bags filled with pennies in a basement crawl space of his father-in-law's former home. The standard value for 1 million pennies is $10,000, as Tom mentioned, but these are not your standard pennies, my friends.
Is that right?
The family believes that their father, a German immigrant, hoarded the coins after the U.S. switched from making pennies out of copper to using zinc during World War II. The family believes the man intended to profit from the value of the metal. They also think that one of those pennies could be a collector's item and potentially worth millions.
Just one?
Well, in 2010, a 1943 penny sold for $1.7 million.
My goodness.
Other rare pennies have been sold for thousands of dollars. Factoring in these considerations, the family listed their collection of boxes, crates, and sacks of pennies on the OfferUp website at $25,000. Why wouldn't they go through them?
Because there are a million of them. But they're all,
it might be worth it.
So they're all from prior to like 1943 or something?
Well, yeah, before World War II was over. What?
So,
wouldn't you?
I'd probably get behind this guy at Coinstar. All right. Okay, hello. Yeah, I mean, odds are.
If there's $1 million penny or a couple $1 million penny, it'd be worth going through the pennies.
Hiring some people to do it.
Yeah.
So how many? It'd be 100 million pennies would be $1 million?
I'm not gonna. I can't do this kind of math right now.
Huh? Come on, I want to know. Tom, I want to learn.
Okay, well.
you can't fault a man for wanting to learn.
I just want to know.
About, what would their weight in copper be worth? Also, that would be worth investigating, right?
But potentially, but I doubt it would be worth more than $25,000.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
somebody will buy it.
Let's see. What's the current cost of copper per pound?
Oh, right. We don't have that kind of time.
It's an algebra problem.
You know what we do have time for?
What?
You have time, if you do this right now, you have time to take advantage of some great savings at Omaha Steaks and get your dad the gift that he wants for Father's Day. Of course, I'm talking about Omaha Steaks.
Yes, Father's Day right around the corner. Get Dad what he really wants. Perfectly aged, always tender, guaranteed delicious Omaha Steaks. The experts at Omaha Steaks, they've made it easy to put a smile on old Dad's face this summer with hand-selected packages. Head on over to omahasteaks.com. Use this promo code, BTS. You're going to put that in at checkout, and you're going to get $30 off your qualifying order. Packages may include fork tender bacon-wrapped filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, burgers, jumbo franks, so many more favorites. Whether he's your father, a father-in-law, or a father figure, he's the guy who was always ready to step up when you needed him most. My gosh, right now it's your turn. That's right. This Father's Day, show him the love with the only gift guaranteed to make his mouth water, and that's as unforgettable as he. Omaha Steaks, my gosh, they are just perfect. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off an unforgettable gift guaranteed to make Dad's day. Because, look, if there's one thing we know, and there are very few things we know, but this we surely do, it's that dads want steak. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout.
Okay, thank you very much, Josh. By the way, Chick, 100 million pennies make $1 million.
Oh, okay.
There's the answer to the question.
Okay. Wow.
Well, when we come back,
thank you, Tom.
Comedian Greg Warren will be joining us. We also have that Willie Nelson story that's fascinating, and Jerry Jeff Walker in the news, and comedian Reno Collier joining us later, and then tomorrow a special surprise guest, also John Feinstein, a sports writer, will be our guest tomorrow. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening
Give me a strum of that. I want to see if this thing sounds good. Everything. Oh, that's nice.
Is it too loud?
No, it's great. Does that sound good, Dean? We go okay over there? Okay, good.
Sounds
we're
loud, but...
Yeah, Rodney, famous for many songs. It all started here with the famous Fred song, which we opened up the show with just a couple days ago. This is a sad song?
No, it goes, I'd like to sing you a song. They could probably change your life. But I don't have one. She don't have a boyfriend, and she don't really care. She's always real happy. She's got a grin from ear to ear. And she don't need no alcohol to find her happy spot. She found that a long time ago, and she goes there a lot. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, cause it's too much work. Just a flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Well, here she comes and there she goes, dancing around on her tippy toes. Have you ever seen a woman just smile like that after sitting at home and rubbing her cat? It ain't over when she gets back home. She'll be flicking that thing till the cows come home. Bean flicking, flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, cause it's too much work. Just a flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicky, 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 flicking the bean.
Rodney Carrington, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
That's nice. Another love song.
A tear came to my eye in that song.
Oh, boy. Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold in Denver, Colorado for the Nuggets Heat game tonight. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We expect a full report tomorrow on that game. But right now, we're going to shift gears, and we do have comedian Greg Warren.
There he is.
Joining us.
Hey.
His home in St. Louis, Missouri. And again, congratulations, Greg. Your comedy special video got a really nice review in the New York Times.
Yeah, that was kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, very.
Very, yeah.
And the special is called The Salesman. Mm-hmm. And bravo. Good for you, man. That's just so nice.
Thanks, Tom.
And how does one watch that again, Greg?
Chick, you want to handle this?
Just go to, if you have to have a destination like a TV channel, which is what Tom's after, you go to YouTube and search Nate Land on YouTube, and there's Greg.
Mr. Warren. Okay, thank you very much. What's on your
Chick,
mind?
you get a little sun, Chick?
Yeah, I was outdoors.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yeah. It looks good, man.
Okay. Thanks. Was I really pale before?
No, you just look dark. You look like that world's most interesting man guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you look a lot like him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
It's a good look.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about poison ivy today, guys. It's
All right.
It is the season, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the season. It's awful weed.
You strike me as a guy who had poison ivy a lot.
Well, I don't know why you'd say that.
I don't know why.
Wrestling in the
I've
woods.
We didn't wrestle in the woods. I had it a few times. It's a horrible. It ruins your summer. It ruins the whole thing.
I thought you told me you wrestled in the woods.
Oh, naked?
Yeah, naked in the woods with you and all the wrestling guys that build.
Me and who, Chick? Me and who?
You and the other guys on the wrestling team to build camaraderie.
Yes,
The French call it joie de vivre or whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
We didn't do that. I didn't tell. That wasn't me that you were talking to about that.
Okay.
You guys know the ingredient that causes the allergic reaction in poison ivy?
Nope.
Yeah, it's poison.
Oh. It's urushiol. That's what it's called.
Wow.
Urushiol. And it takes 1/1000th of a gram of urushiol to cause skin irritation. 1/100000th of a gram.
It sounds like the name of a rapper.
It does. It's not. They actually that Batman villain Poison Ivy. They should have called her Urushiol. That would have been scarier. And poison ivy's on the rise, guys. Climate changes make it easier to grow now. There's more carbon dioxide in the air or something, so poison ivy thrives on that stuff. So
yeah, unicorns eat it. If you're reading the same article.
Yeah, Josh, I hope you feel good about driving around that giant SUV. It's causing poison ivy to grow all over the place. You jerk.
Wow, smaller. No idea.
It's not contagious, by the way.
Oh, okay, that was always the concern.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's not. If you have poison ivy rash and I touch it, I'm not gonna get it.
Oh, good.
But I've learned, still nobody wants to touch you.
Well, maybe it's just you, though.
Greg,
I've tried. Maybe it's been. Hey, come on, baby. It'll take my mind off the itch. It doesn't work.
Where did you have the poison ivy?
St. Louis. All yeah. I think Cincinnati most recently.
I meant
all over. Yeah.
Did you have it on your wang?
Did not, and it doesn't spread from
your hands.
Different.
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't spread from different parts of your body. Just so you guys
just where
know.
you touch it, then.
I got.
Yeah. I have never been able to identify it. There's all these little. Well, it's green, guys. It's green, but there's just a little bit of red in it. Just a little bit of red.
Really?
It's just a little. You got to get close to see the red. Once the leaf is almost in your mouth, then you're going to see the red in your nose. It's green with a little red. I've walked through the woods and freaked out about a Mike and Ike box that somebody left in there.
Well, that's just littering.
It is, and that chick, I hate to tell you, that goes on in some of our national parks.
Oh boy,
gosh, that's a shame.
Early Europeans planted poison ivy along embankments because of the roots prevent erosion, which I would like to say which early Europeans, because they need to answer for that, right? Listen, Giuseppe or Henri or Fernando or Heinrich, which one of your moron great-great-great-great-grandparents were involved in this? I know embankments were very important to you guys back then, but maybe build a wall, okay? The Chinese built a big one. It worked out for them. Yeah, they prevent erosion, which who cares? There's all kinds of rhymes. Have you guys heard the rhymes to stop poison ivy, or to be able to identify poison ivy, I should say?
No, I haven't.
Leaves of 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let it be.
Let it be.
Let them be. Yeah, thanks for the poem, guys, but it didn't work, okay?
Oh.
This thing has the word poison in it. Is that how we're handling poisons now? Rhymes. When it comes to nerve gas, say, I pass. Let me tell you something. I've been out there in the woods and those leaves bunch up. I can't count them. I don't know if that's 9 leaves of 3 or 1 leaf of 27. So what I've decided is no more nature. No. Here's my poem.
Okay.
If it's a plant, I can't. In any event, stay on the cement. That's how I'm going to live my life.
Oh, nice.
There's another one. It's called, they say berry. You know poison ivy has berries on it?
No.
I didn't.
Yeah. When they get mature, they have berries, which berries white take flight.
Oh.
Now I got to be afraid of Barry White.
Weren't we talking about this a couple weeks ago? If you inhale poison ivy smoke?
Right, we were.
Could kill you, chick.
Yeah, it's unpleasant.
And people wrote in saying it was awful.
You can get it in your lungs, right?
Yeah, it could kill you. Don't burn poison ivy. No. Here's another scary thing.
What?
In the winter,
in
the winter, it looks dead. It's not. No, dog. You can still get poison ivy in the winter. And you don't want poison ivy in the winter because nobody believes it's poison ivy. They're like, no, I got poison ivy. No, there's no poison ivy in the winter, you sick rash freak. You got some sort of...
Hey, Greg, can animals get poison ivy?
That's a great question, Josh. Most of them cannot, okay? However, monkeys can.
Oh.
And hamsters can.
Is that right?
Yes. And let me tell you something. If you've ever seen a hamster with a bunch of calamine lotion on you, it is a freaky sight. Wow. Awful. Yeah. Yeah, some of them eat it, though. Oh. Black bears eat poison ivy.
Oh, boy, they love it, huh?
I just think that's a way of, like, being like, this is how much of a badass I am. I'm eating poison ivy.
That's a flex.
I'll kill you. It is. It's in the same family as cashews, mangoes, and pistachios.
How so?
And poison sumac and poison oak. They all have urushiol, which that's the same family. It's a real messed up family.
Yeah, it's dysfunctional.
Yeah, it's like the Borgias or the I don't know, the Husseins. Remember Uday and Hussein? Those guys.
Yeah, sure.
The Menendez brothers. It's a lot like the Menendez brothers, guys.
Stay away.
They're bad. Did you know they use an extract of poison ivy to treat joint pain? That's true.
Wow.
Yes, I looked it up. It sounds a lot like something my dad would come up with. Dad, I itch all over. Yeah, you do, but you're not thinking about your knee anymore, are you? It's a horrible thing, man. It's 5 years after it's dead, you can still get poison ivy.
Whoa, what? That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's there's something called Rus toxicodron. I think the brand name is Outdoor Joe's. Apparently, you could take this stuff, and it makes you a little more resistant to poison ivy when you go out there.
Huh.
Yeah. 30 minutes you got to wash it off if you're exposed. 30 minutes or you're screwed.
Oh, man.
Here's another one. You get a freebie.
What do you mean?
What?
First time you touch poison ivy, you're fine.
Wow, your body doesn't know?
Nah.
And then it learns.
Really?
Yeah. So if you're a kid, man, live it up. You know?
Yeah. First one's free.
Eat it.
Yeah, first one's free. First one's free.
Huh.
So it's a gateway poison.
I'm blessed to have never had it. Have you
I've
guys
never had it either.
Never had it.
I don't get it either.
15% of the 15% of the population is immune to it. You think
we're
Christy
all
and Josh might be one of these freaks?
I know I am. And when I was at camp, we were on South Manitou Island. Everybody got it but me.
And what camp was that?
Camp Hayowenta.
Camp Hayowenta.
Great camp.
And what sort of activities? They're on Torch Lake.
Sailing.
Hiking. Yeah.
Just, Chick, was that a camp for underprivileged children?
No, not at all.
Fine camp.
It started off with horseback riding.
No, they did not.
And then, of course, you were assigned a butler. And then
Chick didn't get to go to camp, and he's still.
I never gave it
Yeah,
a
Tom.
until I met Tom.
Did you go to camp, Greg? Other than that wrestling, did you go wrestling camp?
I went to a lot of wrestling camp. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
out in the woods, right? Wrestling.
No, Chick. I don't know where you're getting this.
Wrestling naked in the poison ivy. That's
Team
what I
spirit.
heard.
That's what I heard.
No, we didn't do that. It was at the University of Missouri where I wound up going to school. But yeah, that's where I really got into swearing, was wrestling camp.
Is that right?
I got away from my parents the first time in like 6th grade, and I was swearing up a storm.
Nice.
Yeah. Never, none of it made much sense. I didn't use it right, but
Sure.
Did you go to regular camp? Campfires, hiking, sailing, swimming.
I think we did some. I think it was like a day camp. I don't know if we ever went to one of those things like you did where you meet with the Kennedys every Friday.
Right.
A lot of boys named Ashley.
Get on the Chris Craft.
Did you go to
whatever.
camp, Josh?
Every summer I would go to a church camp for like 3 or 4 days. Camp Moval.
Camp Moval.
Missouri Valley?
Yeah, in Union, Missouri. Yeah.
I've been to Union.
It was sleepover camp and hiking and stuff.
Yeah, ropes courses and
fun, I bet, huh?
Yeah, I had a good time. Yeah.
Okay, Christy.
Really?
Canoeing.
One time in 5th or 6th grade, I went to CYO camp at
that stands for Carry Your Own.
Catholic Youth Organization.
Oh,
Camp
yeah.
Rancho Fromasa.
Oh,
remember?
Yeah. So the smelly the cheese that smells
Cheese
like
ranch.
ranch dressing.
Yeah.
That's Rancho Formaggio. Yeah.
Rancho Formosa. Yeah.
Smell the cheese.
I was so homesick.
Did you go to camp?
I went to summer stock.
Yes.
Of course you did.
I did plays. I acted.
Yeah.
I learned how to enunciate over the summer.
And project, I bet.
Yes.
That's big.
Look out, it's a snake.
That's
Wow, I heard that. Really, that was yeah.
Thank you,
good.
Greg.
I'll have a second s'more.
Have you told Mr. Greg Warren about your dad?
My dad's in the theater, and I used to go with him to the Shakespearean Festival up in Canada. And when I was about 12, I was in the car, and I said to my dad, "Dad, did Romeo and Juliet sleep together?" And he said, "In the Chicago company, they did."
That's such a theater nerd joke.
That's so great. Well, Greg Warren is our guest. He currently has on YouTube his comedy special given a great review by the New York Times. It's called The Salesman. I think it's tremendous that Greg is being recognized for his great skills as a stand-up comedian. And Greg Warren, if I'm reading this correctly, is going to be at the Comedy Zone in Greenville, South Carolina, beginning Friday, June 23rd, and then he'll be there the 24th as well. After that, it's Wise Guys in Salt Lake City, and then the famous Ice House in Pasadena, California, Friday, July 17th.
Oh, cool. That's a bucket list club for me.
Really?
That's great. Never going to happen.
Joshy, come on out. I'll let you do a tight 4. All right?
I don't have it.
I don't have it.
Hey, Pat, at theater camp, would you and like 2 other kids sit in the grass and pretend to canoe?
We will now mime getting across the lake.
Time to work on our physical business.
Oh!
Stroke.
Oh!
Stroke.
There's a wave a-coming.
At your theater camp, didn't you have any kind of fun activities? Or
Not really. It was all theater. Some
Not
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
What's not fun about theater, Tom?
That's a lot of fun, yeah.
Did you build sets
players.
and stuff?
Yeah, all that stuff.
were there
Kenley players in Ohio.
young theater ladies?
Oh, they're all around, yes.
Did you do a performance at the end of the camp?
We did one every week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every week.
New play every week.
What was the one you felt you did your best work in?
I said one word in Damn Yankees.
That was it?
I said no, but I said it very well.
Give us your best no.
Watch. No.
You spent a whole
He
summer
meant
at
that,
camp?
man. He meant that.
You know, the original was them damn Yankees. You know that?
Didn't they sing Can You Take Me High Enough?
Can't take me high.
Fly me over yesterday.
That was something.
Wow.
18 in life. Is that? Oh, that's Skid Row, isn't it? Oh,
Another great band.
Okay, well, thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
We'll
Thank you
talk to
very much.
soon.
Hi, Greg. I love you.
Right now, we were talking about science earlier this morning.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about science. We were talking about the science of actually sleeping. Well, there's sleep science in the news and sleep science right now. I'm going to tell you about. Science shows quality sleep helps improve your mental, emotional, and physical health. That's why you want to get plenty of sleep. That's why you want to level up. Take your sleeping to the next level with a Sleep Number bed. It's the best way to sleep because Sleep Number has perfected adjustable firmness. What am I talking about? It means at the touch of a button, you adjust the firmness of your bed. Either side of the bed has its own level and its own setting, and you can change it whenever you want to. That was the first step in creating the great Sleep Number bed. They've gone a lot farther than that now. They have things that'll help you sleep better involving temperature and making you extra comfortable. These smart beds will actually give you feedback and give you tips on how to sleep even better. So sleep at the next level. Unlock your potential with a smart bed that performs as well as you do. For example, Mr. McGee, your Sleep Number setting is what?
100. I like a firm mattress, Tom.
And Christy Lee?
45.
A not so firm mattress.
Not so firm.
But you could be bedmates. It's possible because either of you would be so comfortable because you set the Sleep Number setting at the appropriate number for you.
Provided Timmy leaves.
Okay, yeah.
Auntie.
Her husband is named Andy. The point is here, sleep at the next level, unlock your potential with a smart bed that's as smart as you are. And now the Sleep Number Queen C2 smart bed is just $899, save $200 right now. Special financing is also available for a limited time, subject to credit approval. Get all the details by going to your Sleep Number store. To find it, go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we have pigs, grasshoppers, and more pigs in the news, and comedian Reno Collier. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
You might hear bits of conversation as you pass through public places. Some loud talker on a cell phone or a tiff at the next table. Most washed by and not remembered. But one evening last December, I passed two women talking by the front door of my hotel. I stopped and thanked them by the curb the moment that I heard their words and said it was the finest line of eavesdrop I'd ever overheard. Their words stuck inside my head, so I wrote down the words they said. And with a hotel pen, I wrote then they had to taser her again. 'Cause then they had to taser her. First time wasn't phasing her. Whatever she did it twice. Who was this gal? Why weren't she nice? They zapped her once. She improvised a twitchy breakdance jazzercise. Didn't get the hint, cause then they had to taser her again. These swirling words did not relent, speculating about this incident, and it's gonna drive me crazy, wondering what went wrong. Were there warrants unresolved? How much alcohol was involved? And did her stepson remember to return to the trailer the next day to feed her snake? Cause then they had to taser her. First time wasn't phasing her. Whatever she did it twice. Who was this gal? Why weren't she nice? Her hair, it spiked. She spilled her bong. They upped the volts. She soiled her thong. Didn't get the hint, cause then they had to taser her again. No, she didn't catch the drift, cause then they had to taser her again.
Haywood Banks. Somebody go back and feed the snake.
That's a bad day.
Boy, soiling a thong is a bad day. Ooh, not a lot of room.
Well, you know what?
Not a lot of room to catch anything.
Right? Yeah.
This song isn't hard to do.
Yeah.
Cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
this is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does that thing come with an air pump? I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Aw, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker, man. I just wanted to let you guys know about my new part-time job. Hell, I'm giving commencement speeches to graduating classes at colleges. Really? Hey, where's my music? You know, pomp and circumcision. Anyways, man, this is easy money. Thing is, I don't lie to them like most of these people do, man. No. I tell them, hey, this time next year, your main concern will be whether I want fries or apple dippers with my Big Mac. It's kind of like a scared straight program and graduation all in one. And I also tell them they're leaving behind the time and place where getting laid was easier than it ever will be again for the rest of their whole lives. From here on out, man, it only gets harder, sadder, and more complicated. It's laws of nature. Look it up. Then when the hot chicks come up to get their diplomas, I'll yell at them to flash a little boob. I swear to God I do. Donnie Baker, I put the GED in graduate. I gotta go.
Our guest is comedian Tommy Johnigan. We were talking about driving, and you hit did you hit a deer? Or
I destroyed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Where
I'm an animal person.
Where did it happen?
Southern Illinois. So ill. But I have no sympathy for this thing. It's it did like $4,100 worth of damage to my car.
Yeah.
It hit the deer. My car somehow took the deer's back legs off.
Yeah.
There was just like 2 holes, like clean, like the bottom of a Mr. Potato Head or something.
Right.
That's
nice.
My fiance was with me.
Oh, boy.
She's all. She's like, oh, that poor deer.
Well, at least it was an even number of limbs.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Call back.
Good
She was feeling sorry for the deer. She's like, that poor deer. And I'm like, that poor deer doesn't have a $500 deductible. I'm out real people money because of that thing.
Yeah.
She goes, thank God we're okay. I'm not thanking God. That's one of his creatures, and he threw it at us. That's the last person I'm thanking.
How true.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Off the rails.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi. I work
There's
with
Pat
a bunch
Godwin.
of children.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello. I said hi when you said Pat's name because he and I are laughing at something.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. It's nice to have you back from your trip to Atlanta.
Good to be back.
Hotlanta.
Willie is in Denver. He's going to be
That's
there
right.
in person for the game tonight. Will they wrap it up? Will the Nuggets wrap it up?
If they have to delay the game because someone in the crowd's run out without their shirt on, it's Willie. It will be Willie.
Oh, that'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Now, we have a couple things going on, including coming up, comedian Reno Collier. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. But right now, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee. Have we missed anything?
Well, this is an amazing story out of amazing story out of Colombia.
We'll be the judges of that.
4 children have been rescued after surviving a plane crash and 40 days
Amazing.
in the Colombian jungle.
And one of them was like, what, 2?
Yeah. They were traveling 11 months. They were traveling with their mom from the Amazonian village of Aracora to San Jose del Guarva or whatever.
Mom of the year.
When the plane crashed on May 1st, the plane's 3 adults died in the
Talk
crash.
about Mayday.
The mother survived for almost 4 days. The children, aged 13, 9, 4, and 11 months, were then left on their own. They subsisted on cassava flour and fruit that they foraged in the rainforest.
Well, so there was plenty of fruit?
They were
Anybody
found-
can survive that.
They're in the jungle. It's
They're
full of snakes
babies.
and animals and
Apparently all the food you can want.
So the mom died?
Yes.
Oh,
What's the stuff called? Was it
the easy way out. Huh?
Cassava flour and fruit.
Oh, the cassava flour. Isn't that that's Gwyneth Paltrow's new diet? I just saw that.
Oh.
Yeah, just eat nothing but cassava flour and
That's where the
vomit.
cassava melons come from.
They were found on June 9th by Colombian soldiers. The children, all members of the Hutoto people, are expected to remain at a
They're,
Bogota hospital for a minimum of 2 weeks.
They're tiny little dog-faced people.
They're indigenous people.
What is
They're
it called?
yeah.
Hutoto?
Oh, I get it.
The defense
keep up.
minister told reporters that while they were being rehydrated and cannot eat food yet, the condition of the children is acceptable. The father has been able to see the 2 smaller children, and I guess they had some insect bites and
That's sad.
dehydration, but
I mean, I'm great to be
amazing
alive.
story.
And the airline charged them for the fruit. So that was kind of crass.
Did they still charge them for the mom's seat?
Oh, my God.
Maybe probably should have skipped that story.
Yeah, the mom dying right off
Well,
the
you
bat.
could-
Well, she died because
4 days
one of
later.
Escobar's hippos ate her.
Oh,
Usually when we get stories about Colombia, it's about the hippos. Sorry.
that's true,
Back to
but
you,
not this time. Officials in Canada are saying a bachelor party and their guests help rescue a sinking plane.
Oh, Canada.
According to South Simcoe Police, the plane's owner flew into the town of Innisfil from Ottawa to attend the bachelor party.
Ottawa.
The 31-year-old pilot docked the plane overnight, went to bed, but was awakened the following morning by a neighbor who told him the plane was sinking after it had been unmoored by high winds. Police said the party guests jumped into action by entering the water, dragging the aircraft to the beach.
Whoa.
A mechanic was able to fix the plane, allowing the pilot to fly home.
Yeah, you see
with
what you got here is
twice
water in the
stored
engine.
What the hell are you thinking here?
You got water in the pontoons.
Yeah, I don't know what.
It'll probably take off. You might want to aim for the far end of the lake.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Usually, it's not a plane going down at a bachelor party.
No.
I tell you this, Tom
usually
Brady,
one of the guests.
Tom Brady never had to face the Bears' 85 defense. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's right. Take a look at that.
Yeah, play a
Love to
real
have seen
defense.
Flying a plane to a bachelor party, that's kind of cool.
That is cool. One of those seaplanes yet?
You detest this sort of behavior.
No, I mean,
anytime anybody
up
mentions
there-
anything about Vegas, a bunch of bros out there.
No, I'm talking about
hangover.
I'm talking about being in a remote place and you're able to fly your own plane there. That's really cool.
This is kind of, I think this is a new fad with bachelor parties. I've been invited to so many.
Of course.
Copious my
You're
friends.
all man's friends.
Absolutely, yeah. But they're all, hey, we're going to a cabin in the woods for a few days.
What do you do there?
A lot of gay sex. I think it's mostly gay sex.
Oh. You mean Q days?
Yeah. I'll fish for an hour and then gay sex.
Have a couple beers.
Yeah. Learn a lot about yourself. Got to go home and face.
Got to get out of your system.
Yeah, sure.
It's a choice.
Then you
Two
swear.
giant.
Then you swear that you would never tell it.
That you never say anything?
Yeah. Kiss oath.
Could we do the tribute to Willie Nelson?
Oh.
Well, he wants
for
it
the last
now.
2 hours.
Yeah, well, he's probably got Toby Keith all queued up.
Scientists have discovered 7 new species of grasshoppers.
7 new species of grasshoppers.
Involving one that has been named after Willie Nelson.
All right.
Does it smell like marijuana? Isn't that cool? He says excitedly.
The newly identified species was found around the Edwards Plateau in Texas.
Who's it named? Who's Edward?
A well-known hotspot of North American biodiversity.
This plateau is mine. All right, Edward.
With the discovery, Dr. Jovan Hill is paying tribute to 2 iconic musicians,
Jovan,
Willie Nelson and Jerry Jeff Walker. He said, Melanoplis nelsoni and Melanoplis walkeri immortalize the enduring contributions of these legendary musicians and their connection to Texas.
My grandma had melanopus. She had to get it removed.
Did she?
Yeah.
I heard Walker. I did not hear Willie.
Nelsony. Nelsony. N-E-L-S-O-N-I.
Nelsony.
Nelsony.
Little Jerry Jeff for you? You want to hear a little bit?
No,
Do you like
I
the
don't.
Jerry Jeff?
I do, yes. You on the mouth harp?
Yeah, rambling, scrambling, trying to get my mind untangled.
Yeah.
Nothing in the whole wide world to give more trouble than trying to love.
Never heard it.
Christy hates it.
I've never heard it.
Why do you hate
You ever heard Mr. Bojangles?
Yeah, that's him.
It's the only one I've heard. I've heard that.
Nitty Gritty Dirt Band wrote that. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was in a
Jerry
nitty
Jeff.
gritty.
Oh, God.
They had the hit with it, right?
Darn right.
Oh, yeah.
Was it
Sammy
Saturday?
Davis, too, right?
Sammy had it all.
Yeah.
You could dance. You could play any instrument.
Sure he could.
Could sing.
No, he couldn't.
I knew a man,
Bojangles, man, he just for you. Come, get your
Man.
come, get your
Hey, man.
Sammy. He's an entertainer.
Yeah, he's talented. Yeah.
That's kind of cool having your own grasshopper. I mean, other than, I'm sure Willie, I assume there are several strains of weed named after Mr. Nelson. Doesn't he have his own?
He has his own.
Yeah. Okay. They should name a grasshopper after Dick Fosbury.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, after you explain
Very
to
silly.
practically everyone listening who Dick Fosbury is.
Ace, do you know who Dick
The
Fosbury?
late Dick Fosbury.
Fosbury Flop.
The Fosbury Flop. He was the greatest high jumper, revolutionized an art and a sport.
Broadway producer.
Fosbury Flop.
Oh, yeah. I mean, shouldn't they name... what are grasshoppers famous for?
Jumping.
There you go.
Singing When You Wish Upon a Star? Oh, that's a cricket.
That's a cricket. Close.
Well, you know what? He looks like a grasshopper.
Sure he does. Yeah.
More grasshopper than cricket, I say.
Really?
Yes. You look at Jiminy and you tell me that's not a grasshopper. Cricket my ass.
Jiminy Grasshopper doesn't really have the same...
I think that's why they just called him a cricket.
Why didn't they give him a different name? They could have called him Jerry Grasshopper or something. I don't know.
I like Jerry Grasshopper.
Jerry Grasshopper.
I'm just saying, scientists, please name a grasshopper after the great Dick Fosbury. If you don't know who he is, look up the Fosbury Flop. The man revolutionized the sport. Single-handedly. It's a great story, and sadly he's gone.
Really something.
big Dick Fosbury fan.
Big Dick Fosbury. Here comes old Big Dick Fosbury.
They called him that, which is why it was a miracle he could jump so high.
No, he
carrying that monster in his pants.
He doesn't need the pole.
No.
He was a pole vaulter. Coming up, we're going to hang out with comedian Reno Collier.
Well, the pole vaulter used the Fosbury flop too, right? Didn't that kind of revolutionize pole vaulting too?
Pole vaulting was revolutionized by the fiberglass pole and by
oh, that's what it was.
And the pits that it wasn't like they were using a stiff pole and going into sawdust. that was a little tricky. They advanced a little bit. Also, coming up, we have pigs in the news, a whole bunch of them, and a couple. We have pigs and ducks in the news.
Together?
Oh, my.
Pigs and ducks and chickens and hens.
Oh, my.
In fact, technically, we have 3 pig stories and a pigeon story involving dreaming.
Yeah.
Do pigeons dream? We'll have that when we come back.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. And what do they dream about?
Just like the same as you. They dream about
Jerry Jeff
pigeon
Walker.
peckers
and having bigger peckers. That's right.
When we return, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment?
Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
I mentioned that our guests include that man. He is comedian Greg Warren. And this other guy who is word dude lexicographer. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Steve Kleinedler, who is originally from Flint, Michigan, now living in Boston, part of the American Heritage Dictionary Group. And they've got a bunch of books that are actually kind of fun. The series is entitled 100 Words, etc. 100 words, for example, that make you sound great. 100 words that make you sound smart. We're looking at 100 words for lovers for Greg Warren and Christy Lee. Here's one.
We're not lovers.
Well, no, but you're on your dream. But here's one.
Matter of time.
Here's one. Heartthrob.
Oh, heartthrob. Come on.
It's an easy one.
Sure it is.
I bet you're quite the heartthrob.
There you go.
I can feel my heart throbbing.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. When I pee, is that what you said?
Wow. Wow, that is really bad. Very, very uncomfortable.
Do you have another word? Now, let's move on.
I like how the pigeon and I cannot lie.
See, that's where I say that.
One of your people up front were telling me you were having a problem last time with the word entrance. That you were all reading it as entrance?
Well, when we first got it, so why in the world would entrance be?
Oh, yeah.
Why would entrance be
in a book about lovers?
About lovers.
That is not an entrance.
That is not an entrance.
That is the wrong entrance.
That is an exit only.
Yeah, that's how we were doing
That's
it.
how we, yes, you're right. Entrance was...
Yeah, here it is right here.
Greg, your eyes are so entrancing.
See, I told you they twinkle. Look at them.
They do twinkle.
To fill someone with delight, wonder, and love.
It looks like an entrance to an empty room.
There's nobody home.
I got stuff up here, Bob. I got stuff up here.
I'm sorry.
All kinds of stuff.
Okay, here we go, Greg. Here's an easy one. Ecstasy.
Oh, yeah.
Ecstasy.
And don't be gone.
Do you know where I buy some ecstasy?
I'll tell you what would really make this date go better.
The only way I'm getting laid is if I can find some ecstasy.
Well, next word. All right.
You'll notice the American Heritage Committee did not put date rape in here for a reason.
All right.
Is roofie in there?
No, it is not.
Okay, here we go. Here's an easy one. Crush.
Oh, yeah.
I need to confess that
this chair is crushing my nuts.
Crush, please.
You are a horrible date
yeah, you
doctor,
are.
counselor.
You're telling me?
I'll have a beer and she'll have an orange crush.
And keep them coming.
Now, here's a word. If you can use this on a first date, comely.
Oh, that's not. You don't want to use
If this
that word.
happens, wait, I think.
much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, you know, and I'm like, you know, I go, oh, now look here. This is the ni I pu'u lo o ke a uti. And she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here.
I see.
And
Fascinating.
they have 2 airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hili Wili Puli, and then they call the other one Wili Wili Pali, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. It's supposed to be Hili Wili Puli, not Wili Wili Pali. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hili Wili Puli, Wili Wili Pali. You know, well, I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry. Is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, yeah, that's good. That's the bird.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh,
more power to him. Can you get that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, hey, Floyd.
I've enjoyed your colon blasting program.
Oh, good.
Well, it's not us.
Talking about the people doing crazy things. That old boy is claiming he's going to marry Tetris. Reminds me of a fellow semi-truck driver I used to work with. His CB handle was Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
It's been a few years ago. He's all about the video games, and boy, he went nuts being on the road by himself and claimed he wanted to marry Miss Pac-Man.
Oh.
But he didn't go through with it. He got cold feet.
Did he?
He was afraid to walk her down the aisle. You want me to tell it again?
That was very good.
They might as well take it to the next level, though. I want to see that should be the next reality show, the Oz couple. Ozzy Osbourne and some other unintelligible foreigner living together and their little adventures, you know. Arnold Schwarzenegger runs in with an apron on.
Listen to me, Ozzy here. I can't have dishes sitting around the kitchen all over the terrace.
I just said breakfast, man.
Every time I go out of town, I come back, it's like a war zone in here. I can't live like this anymore.
I was going to get around to you came running in here like a Nazi. As soon as I learn how to do another impression, I'm getting another roommate, man.
Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie Titanic.
Oh. Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
Hi, this is Augie Smith.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Hello. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We were talking about Dick Fosbury.
No, you
sure were. Yes,
you were talking about
great American high jumper, single-handedly revolutionized the sport.
Okay.
You remember the Fosbury flop, Christy?
Yes, Tom. I only know because of you.
But don't
they
you
still
feel
jump the same way?
Yeah.
Well, they're still doing it. He revolutionized
That's what
it.
Well, like almost all of us only know that way. We don't know what it was like before.
And it's unfortunate because Mr. Fosbury sadly died recently, and he had just completed a flight of commercials for the Viagra people.
Oh, yeah?
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. He was going to do suffer from Dick Flop.
Dick Flop. From now on, we are calling ED Dick Flop.
Dick Flop. How many men do you think suffer from Dick Flop?
Enough to
make a pill out of it.
It's very, very popular, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, we were talking about Mr. Fosbury because they named a grasshopper after Willie Nelson and a grasshopper after Jerry Jeff Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Both Texans, and these grasshoppers were found by scientists in Texas. And
what a weird group of stories.
Yeah, this is.
There's Dick Fosbury, and then of course the grasshopper.
I mean,
Willie Nelson.
Don't you think an animal that's famous for jumping should be okay? I'm sorry. Well, we have we're going to go from grasshoppers. First of all, Josh objects to the fact that Jiminy Cricket looks more like a grasshopper than a cricket.
Way more like a grasshopper. He's even green, for gosh sake.
He's a little short for a grasshopper. He needs to be a little taller.
I don't know about that.
I don't think you've ever really looked at a cricket, I think is your problem.
I've seen. Yes, I have. I used to have a tarantula and it ate crickets. I've fished with crickets.
You
There are crickets in our garage all the time.
You
Come
killed
on.
crickets.
I've seen many. You don't know how many crickets I've seen.
I think I've got an idea of how
I
many
have
crickets
no
you've
idea.
seen.
Bad luck, you know, to kill them.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Kill
right.
a cricket?
Yes.
Kill a cricket.
What? Maybe in some weird place, not here.
Like in this universe, yeah.
What if you run over a bat? Is that bad luck?
No.
How the hell do you run over a bat?
I don't know, but I
Do you
did.
have a car
Sure it
that
was a
climbs trees?
What are you driving in a cave?
It was in the garage. I ran over it in the garage.
That is bad luck.
Yeah.
You have a bat in your garage?
I have a bat house in my garage.
How about
I
at your
must have
belfry?
Found it.
And by the way, what's a belfry?
You have a bat house?
Yes,
In
one
the
of our
garage.
lovely listeners sent me this beautiful bat
I
house.
want one of those. They're
I
very good.
haven't hung it yet,
Well,
and
put
it's
it
in
on
the garage.
the backyard.
How do
No wonder
bats
the
know?
bat
How do
found it.
bats know to move in?
I don't know.
Oh, they hear.
They find it.
I know. Yeah, they listen. Word on the street is.
Hey, you know,
Bat house.
they hear
Old Lady
with,
Lee's got a bat house for sale.
bats know because of sonar. They can hear stuff.
Yeah, but I
We
ran
can't.
over it. It's flat. Like, it was flattened.
That's
Is it
because
dead? Did you
automobile
throw it away?
weighs a lot. Let's
You
move
killed
on.
a bat?
Yes.
Oh, that's 18 years bad luck.
We have dead pigs in the news and live pigs.
Good luck, Timmy.
Yeah, but we got ducks in the news we have to talk about first before we get to that. Two giant inflatable ducks
I ate my own question.
returned to Hong Kong's Victoria Harbor as part of an art installation, though one rubber ducky deflated.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
The two 59-foot tall yellow ducks by Dutch artist Florentine Hoffman
You make gay time
resemble
so
the
much
classic bath toys and became immediately popular following their initial launch way back in 2013.
Rubber ducky.
The ducks are part of a world tour and returned recently to the delight of local residents.
All right.
However, one of the ducks deflated just a day after they were unveiled in the harbor in Hong Kong. Organizers said their staff found one of the ducks was overstretched due to the hot weather and rising air pressure. So they decided to deflate the duck to avoid damaging the art piece.
Oh, you did that.
They said the duck would be transferred back to the shipyard for repair.
The shipyard, yes. yes.
Yard.
Ready to ship that? No ship.
I can remember these were in the news a couple of years ago, and they deflated that time too.
What?
Yeah.
This is the second time for this story.
Yep. It's like an annual event.
Yeah, it's been going on since what,
Isn't that an opera?
2013?
Deflator duck? Oh, that's Deflator Mouse.
Well, we had another interesting case involving a giant duck.
Oh, that's a Sherlock Holmes book.
Wasn't it stolen?
No, these people were swept out to sea.
Case of the giant
What?
duck.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't a duck boat story. Those don't end well.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Thanks for bringing that up.
Volunteers rescued a giant inflatable duck that was swept out to sea. The Royal National Lifeboat Institution said volunteers in Appledore, UK, were out on a normal training exercise.
Yes.
They were called by the Coast Guard to divert
Appledore
to the Westward Ho Beach.
Of course, in England, ducks are called quackermen.
3 men took out the inflatable duck, and they drifted too far from shore and couldn't get back in.
Help us!
What a way to... That'd be such an embarrassing way to die. Well, Timmy, your dad was in an inflatable duck that was swept out to sea.
You hear about that drunk that came home with a duck under his arm?
No, I didn't.
His wife came to the door and said, oh, you drunk? Is that... I just wanted to show this.
No.
You got the joke wrong.
Hey.
Pig I've been serving.
What?
And she goes, that's not a pig, it's a duck. And he says, I was talking to the duck.
This giant duck out to sea.
Uh-huh.
What do you think the sharks thought? One shark walks up to his buddy. Guys, you're not going to believe this.
Takeout's here.
We're going to eat for months.
It's like turducken. We've got 3 human beings and a duck.
One of these days I'm going to get that joke.
That'd be an embarrassing way to drown.
Yeah, it would.
Keep trying.
That Ernie rubber ducky thing was a radio hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Because I only knew it from the show, Sesame Street.
Ducky.
That was the name of the show, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was awful.
Sesame Street? Why? What do you have against
the rubber ducky song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kids.
It had its place, didn't it?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please, for your edification, this duck song is horrible. Well, my 3-year-old loves it. I don't care.
Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young with Ohio, followed by the Rubber Ducky song.
I don't think it was meant for you.
Okay, sorry.
Animal control officers in Florida rounded up more than 600 pigs from an overwhelmed animal
You hear
sanctuary.
about this guy brought a pig home under.
The Pensacola News Journal reports that last year, the Swineness Sanctuary had about 150 miniature pigs that its owners were using to remove invasive Kogan grass around the community of Cantamount.
That's funny. If there's like what?
Isn't that what they call the king pig?
Yeah, an ugly queen.
His
Your
swineness.
swineness.
However, the pigs turned out to be prolific procreators, and their population grew so large that the sanctuary called animal control officials for help. John Robinson, the county's animal control director, said it took nearly 4 days for officers in Escambia County to capture most of the pigs. They were divided up and sent to farms and other new homes outside of the county.
So they're not like just send them to the Everglades and
No, they're
feed
they're not
the
gator
crocs
food.
and the pythons.
feed the non-indigenous pythons.
Did you see that story over the weekend from Charlotte?
Charlotte who?
Charlotte Airport. They came on the airport. The pilot came on and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, our takeoff will be delayed while officers corral and capture the gator that's on the runway."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, only in the low country.
Okay, coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Reno Collier. We'll certainly look forward to that.
We have more pig stories, too.
Oh, go ahead. You got one more?
Sure. We have Interstate 694 in Minnesota had to be shut down for several hours after dozens of escaped pigs ran loose on the roadway. Minnesota Department of Transportation cameras showed that a truck carrying 50 hogs tipped over on the highway. State troopers tried to corral the loose pigs while crews cleared the overturned semi, causing an hours-long shutdown during morning rush hour traffic.
And these are the full-size pigs.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
And the
big
previous one,
ones.
those are all those miniature pigs.
Miniature pigs,
That's where they get bacon bits.
Oh, from piglets?
The truck driver was not injured.
Yep. You're right.
And it was Charleston Airport.
Ham on the run.
Ham on the run.
Pat, you got some for us?
Sure, you want some?
Yeah.
I can do an update for you. Do we have time?
Sure.
You got it.
Okay, that's your guitar.
Keep talking.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I didn't think we had time. Lots of loose pigs on a busy Minnesota road. A semi full of future barbecue overturned its load. Most people say this town don't smell good in the South. They better get them corralled right now. Or it'll be ham on the highway, pork on the shoulder. It's hot, humid, and smelly. I wish it was colder. Pigs gotta go. We're going E-I-E-I-E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Minnesota troopers, round up those pigs, upright those trucks, and fix those rigs. Hogs are slimy, huge, and have no hair, and there's a whiff of pig poop in the air, in the air. Oh, it's
Stop it, Christy.
It's in the air.
Christy, cut that out. That's disgusting.
You know, we all love pork, but I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about some beef.
Yeah.
That's right. Omaha Steaks, Dad's Day. Well, what? Right around the corner, is
Yeah,
it?
Sunday. This coming Sunday.
My goodness,
Yes.
get on this. Get Dad what he really wants. Omaha Steaks. Perfectly aged, always tender, just like Dad himself. Perfectly aged and always tender.
It's the 18th.
The Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks, they've made it easy to put a smile on old Dad's face with this hand-selected package deal they have going on. Head over to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS as in Bob Tom Show, at checkout. Get $30 off your qualifying order. Packages may include those fork tender, bacon-wrapped filet mignon. Oh, there you go. You got your beef and your pork all in one bite. My gosh, it doesn't get much better than that. Other gourmet grillables like the air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, juicy burgers, jumbo franks. My gosh, they have it all. Whether he's your father, father-in-law, or father figure, he's the guy who was always ready to step up when you needed him most. Now it's your turn to step up. Show Dad how much you love him with the only gift as unforgettable as he, the mouth-watering perfection of Omaha Steaks. And most of those packages come with those caramel apple tartlets that you can bake up for dessert.
Good.
What a perfect way to cap off a wonderful meal. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off an unforgettable gift guaranteed to make Dad's day. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that dads want steak. That's omahasteaks.com, code BTS at checkout.
All right. Get those steaks for Dad. Coming up, comedian Reno Collier. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just before we went back to air,
we were talking with Theo.
Theo threw a new word at me, and
a new phrase.
I am not aware of this. There is something out there called the Lucky Pierre, which, well, Theo, you didn't really give me much information, but go ahead, flesh this out for me, literally.
It's something that I've heard that the kids are doing. It's
the kids would be you.
Yeah, you're a kid, huh?
Yeah, well, in this story, I'm not the kid in this one. It's if there's a threesome going on, which I enjoy.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Now, threesome. So threesome would be, say, you and two ladies.
Yeah, me and two ladies.
Yeah.
However, if it's three fellas, then I've heard the term.
What?
Yeah, there's a thing. It's they used to call it the train back in the 70s, but
three guys.
If it's three guys
and no ladies,
and they call the guy in the middle the Lucky Pierre.
I don't see that all. That lucky.
The or the manata. That's what I've heard called as well.
There you go.
Man.
The manata.
My mom and I, we've been playing this new game over the holidays. You might want to try it yourself. It's called Joy Whack-A-Mole. What happens? I bring up something that I'm happy about, and then she comes in and slams it down before I can ever feel too good about what's going on.
I see.
Okay. All right.
I told her, Mom, my friend Amy had her baby. Oh, that's great news, honey. But it's not the greatest news for the 600,000 kids in foster care. But if she wants a fresh one, everybody wants one that looks like them. Mom, I'm doing a show tonight. Oh, sweetie, I have a joke for you. Listen. A friend of mine, Quinsley, she was in foster care. She was airlifted out of the Sudan in the late 90s. She'd been bearmed and belegged by the Janjaweed, the horseback militia. She'd love to do stand-up, but she can't. And she's just a hoot. She's in a hospice situation. It's really just a matter of time. But the priest comes in and asks her, would you like us to light a candle for you in the chapel? And she says, sassy as you please, teletyping through her eyelids. Well, how many candles you got? Because so many horrible things have happened to her. And keep happening. Sweetie, have a good show. What you do is so important.
The football program, every know people may take a class or two.
Right.
You know, as Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback has dropped behind the line again for a loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
We have comedian Brad Upton joining us in the studio. Brad is a former elementary school teacher. Brad, you've lived an interesting life, traveled all over the country, you say?
And I'm one of those older comics, you know, and now you've got a room full of 20-somethings, and that is the dumbest group of humans I've ever met in my life.
Really?
Oh, I wish they'd put some cash in their pocket. Quit using debit cards for $1.17 purchases. You ever stand behind them in a mini mart or something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's $1.17, and then they whip out, and you're like, you don't have $1.25?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know they're dumber than people my age, because when I was growing up, we didn't have any childproof caps. You dropped a Coke bottle, it didn't bounce, it shattered. Our parents let us play with guns and knives and fireworks. You know what happened to the dumb kids? They didn't make it.
No.
That's right.
Yeah. No, they didn't.
No, these guys grew up, everything was childproofed and padded. All the dumb kids lived.
Yeah, he's right.
Yep. Now they use debit cards for $1.17 purchases.
Yeah.
You ever see what they buy, too? Energy drinks. Yeah. How much energy do you need in your 20s? Should be pimping those at the old folks' home.
Yes, they should.
And just because you get a new gadget, it's not any better. You guys have seen iPods, right? This kid showed me his iPod the other day. He goes, this thing holds 10,000 songs. I go, there aren't 10,000 good songs.
Here, here. That's right.
And he says, oh, it shuffles them all up. You don't know which song's coming up next. I said, I think I heard of that. It's called the radio.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
You didn't like my impression of me opening a beer can?
Okay, try it again for Tom. Go ahead. There's Ace Cosby.
You couldn't visualize it?
Look out, Mr. Microphone.
That's right.
What's the guy's name?
Mr. Sound Effects?
Mr. Sound Effects. Sorry, yeah.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
You're welcome, sir.
We are going to hook up with comedian Reno Collier. And there he is. I recognize
Good morning.
that lamp and
Hi,
that
Reno.
beard and that face. Hi, Reno. How's it
How are
going?
you? I'm good. My beard looks crooked today, doesn't it?
That's your camera.
You got.
I haven't looked at myself. Yeah.
The right side of your chin has a larger white streak than the left.
Yeah, and the gray, the lady at the haircut place told me gray is more coarse so you can see it better.
Ah.
Or it's a different
kind of
color.
wolfy.
Yeah. Now, are you going to keep this beard for the one-man show you're doing?
What's weird, dude, is that's why I haven't cut my hair or the beard. We're going to take some video and stuff of me from different stages of my life. So I'm growing this mullet thing out for the 80s.
Okay.
And they're going to shave it. It's going to be a weird day, man. I'm going to go through a bunch of transformations in one day where I go through different parts of my life. I went and saw, there's a show called Shiners. It's about these moonshiners that's in the theater that I'm doing. And I was like, this is going to be cool. I'm going to go look and see what it's going to be like. And the chick who's the lead, the female, played Cinderella on Broadway.
Huh.
This guy, Chuck Wicks, is in it. There is the #1 pole dancer. There's acrobats, dude. People are coming out of the ceiling. And I'm sitting there watching this going, what in the hell have I gotten myself into? Like, I gotta be good.
Do you sing?
I'm trying to fight that right now, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm gonna have to sing or not.
They want you to, though?
Yeah, a little bit.
Are there going to be acrobats and stuff in your show?
No, that's why when I was watching it, I was like, I need, especially the pole dance girl, like, I got to find a part for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Not really. I can't put her in it, but it was cool to watch.
Reno, I know that you are, we're kind of talking a little bit about this thing you've got coming up. You do have some regular gigs, including this Saturday, Somerset, Kentucky, with Jeff Oskey at the Virginia Theater.
Is it Friday or Saturday?
this says Saturday. I don't know if it's correct or not. I'll double check. But
do you think Reno knows?
I think it's Friday.
Okay.
But,
well, perfect.
this is just on fire, isn't it?
I'll double check it for you at the Somerset Theater. Let me see this. What is this? Yeah,
it's the Virginia Theater in Somerset, Kentucky.
Yes,
Me and Oskay, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's not the Somerset Theater in Virginia. Let's clarify that.
Right.
I think we've got it pretty much confused right now.
Yeah.
Both of my sources say it's Saturday, Reno.
All right, well, we'll go with that.
I'll check another one while we talk. Also, Reno, I know that you are a professional comedian. You've been doing, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy, Reno?
Like 26 years.
26 years. And yet, you could still use comedy lessons. And that's where, ladies and gentlemen, that's where this comes in. Always a student in life.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
A giant fly attacked the police station.
Oh, my goodness.
They had to call in the SWAT team.
I bet they did.
Cosby's joke of the day.
And Reno's barely chuckling there. There's
yeah, this isn't getting any better.
Well, you know what can't get any better? Omaha Steaks. They're already so great. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off. An unforgettable gift guaranteed to make your dad's day. Omaha Steaks, because if there's one thing we know, it's that dads want steak.
All right. Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you very much, Ace Cosby. I am checking Reno. There's a picture of you. It says Comedy Night with Reno, Collier, and Jeff Oskay, Saturday, June 17th. So if you'd gone there Friday, you would have been early.
Yeah, I'd have stayed.
Oh, they're going to have classic movie night at that theater a week from Thursday with Smokey and the Bandit on the big screen.
Oh, that's right. That's Friday. It's Friday.
Oh, okay.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
I went to see that at the theater recently. It was fun. It was showing a one-night only deal. Yeah. Wow. Forget. It was a fun movie.
Now, it is time now for Reno to step into his shoes as an actor and a presenter, if you will, with something. You have a special name for this, Reno, I believe.
The Country Fried Take. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, let's give it a shot. Go ahead.
All right. So I've been thinking a lot about how the ripple effect works in society. You've heard the old adage, the dad goes to work, his boss yells at him, he goes home, smacks his wife spanks the kid kicks the dog, and the dog bites the neighbor, and so on. In this scenario, I hold the dad responsible. He should have dealt with his own problem and not started the ripple effect to change the trajectory of a bunch of innocent people's day. It feels like we've forgotten that for every action, there's a reaction. You see daily people stealing armloads of stuff from stores and not getting into any trouble at all. And it may seem like there's no harm in that, but there is a ripple effect. First of all, and this might be controversial, but just so you know, stealing is bad.
Yeah.
If it doesn't belong to you, don't take it. And I've heard people say, wow, the store has insurance. Yes, they do. And when insurance companies lose money, their rates go up, and then so do the prices in their stores. So you're not sticking it to anyone but your neighbors that are trying to raise honest kids and provide for their families. When you're outside and you see all those cars and buses going everywhere, there are people in there, and those people are going to what's referred to as a job. That's where they earn money and accomplish things. And guess what? You can get one too. There's millions of them. You can get a job doing just what you're doing right now, but instead of taking it from inside the store to outside, you take it from outside to inside. It's called stocking. Voila. You just showed you understand it. But somehow these actions seem to empower the thieves. How? By kicking the dog? You've also scared innocent patrons, upset and broken the spirit of employees, chipped away a little bit at what's left in faith and humanity, and that's just your damage in this country. Imagine all the toddlers in China putting those electronics together. Every time companies lose money, they crack that whip. More TVs. This ain't playtime. Some asshat in San Francisco just stole 20 iPhones. We're going to need more 3-year-olds with the tiny fingers. Then that kid gets yelled at by his boss. He goes home, smacks his mom, and his mom cooks the dog. And it goes on and on.
Yikes.
So now you're an international jackass. And if anybody has a problem with cook the dog, Google it. They still do it. And don't give me it's out of need. When's the last time you saw someone make a sandwich out of 2 pieces of bread and a 50-inch Samsung? Excuse me. Not to mention, now everybody that comes to your house for the rest of your life is going to be like, wow, Bobby, you must be doing great. Where'd you get that TV? I put on a COVID mask and looted a Target. If you want snacks, the plastic red Target grocery cart's full of Mike and Ike's. And if you're interested, I can give you a hell of a deal on a stroller. And I've got a bunch of this weird underwear I can't figure out how to work. So if you're stealing, for God's sakes, look at yourself and look at the mess you've made. So in closing, if it doesn't belong to you, leave it alone. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my country fried take.
All right. Very much, Reno. And once again, look for Reno. Coming up Saturday. I've triple checked this thing, Reno. It's got to be Saturday. Once again.
Look, man, I'm a thespian. I'm all wrapped up in this play.
Okay. Somerset, Kentucky. Yeah. It's called the Virginia Theater with our friend Jeff Oskey. Thanks, Reno.
Thanks, you guys. Have a great week.
You too, man. See ya.
Take care.
Yeah, Reno's doing a special one-man play.
That'll be cool.
We'll get into some details on that as
Well, then how can he put a pole dancer in it if he's a one-man play?
Well, I think he just...
He just wanted to go see the pole dancer, I think.
Pole dancer.
It's called The Life of Nelson Mandela. It's going to be controversial.
Wow, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's going to be problematic.
Yeah.
But hey.
You know, it could have been worse. You could have gone. I can think of several.
I softened it.
So that wasn't your first awful thought.
No.
I see. I find out what a belfry is.
What is a belfry?
Is it where a bell is?
Yeah, it's where the bells are. In the
yeah.
building.
Huh.
Oh, it's not the guy that pulls on the bells?
No.
No, that's Godfrey.
Many bells? Or
Godfrey works the belfry.
Does he?
Belfry. The bats in the belfry.
Is this one bell, though, right?
No. It could be many.
Many bells?
Well, that would be a bells free.
It's just the top part where the bell is, correct?
We got a belfry designer over here.
That's right.
What is it?
Free in Latin is top.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not
From the free of my head to the bottom.
Okay. Let's see. Did you, speaking of free,
What?
I think we teased this. Did we ever get to the banana story? This is so crazy.
How do you feel about the lyric?
I don't even have a banana store.
Tom, are you okay with the lyric, yes, we have no bananas today?
I'm okay with that. Yeah. Hello, I must be going? Yes. Those are fine.
So, in other words, someone said to him, is it true you have no bananas? Yes, we have no bananas. So it's kind of an affirmative no.
All right. Okay. You sold me. I'm fine with yes, we have no bananas.
Okay.
No, you're not. I can tell.
This already 3 words in, I'm upset. An Australian influencer.
Oh, yeah, we did this.
Okay, did we do this? I don't think Chick heard it. The guy is, it was a video.
Do it again for me, by God.
Oh, yeah, this is amazing.
Weighing the bananas.
This is incredible.
This guy's in the grocery store. He takes the peels off the bananas so he can weigh them and get them cheaper.
How do you feel about that?
He takes the peels off?
Yes, they don't weigh as much.
I yield to my friend Ace Cosby, the biggest shopper that I know. Is that you think this is
a wise move?
It's a wise move.
But no, ripen like that.
Well, you get home and make a smoothie.
with all of them?
Maybe he's just buying one banana at a time.
Now, do you separate 2-ply toilet paper into one?
Tell the same joke Friday, Tom. No.
I'm not telling you. It's not a joke. I'm asking a question.
Do you separate the bunches of bananas so you only get the number of bananas that you want?
I've done that.
Sure.
Oh, I hate that.
That's vandalism.
No, it's not.
It really is.
Yes, it is.
Leaving loose bananas.
No, I don't want 8 bananas. They're going to be brown in 2 days.
Then buy the one that has 5. There's a bunch of 5.
So you're saying that it's not right to separate the bananas? They're not pre-marked.
But they're wrapped in that. They've got a wrapper around
sometimes,
them.
especially the organic.
Oh, well, if they're wrapped,
I did that ordering your groceries online thing?
Yes.
And I thought it was a measure of bunches, but no, it was per banana, and I ordered bananas. I got one. What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
I got an idea for it.
Yeah, I froze it.
You want to freeze it, otherwise you don't want it to break in there.
Yes,
That's hard to explain.
Yes, I have one banana in my hand.
Sorry.
From the science journal Nature Communications. Boy, we read a lot of stuff here. Researchers are studying the brain patterns of sleeping pigeons.
Oh, yeah?
In order to discover, Josh, what the birds dream about.
Dropped popcorn, I imagine?
Scientists found that during REM sleep, there was strong activity in brain regions that analyze the movement of a pigeon's surroundings during flight. Researchers also noticed activity in the areas that process signals from the body, especially from the wings. So on that, they base these observations. They believe birds, just like humans, dream during REM sleep and might be experiencing flight in their dreams.
Well, sure. We dream about walking around.
You ever seen a dog dream?
Oh, yeah.
They start moving their legs like they're running.
Mm-hmm.
That's always pretty funny. I mean, it'd be like weird if the conclusion of this was pigeons tend to dream about badminton and bowling.
That would be weird.
They wouldn't. Yeah.
I think I'd like to see who wrote the grant for that.
Oh, man.
Who cares what pigeons dream about?
Well, somebody enough to write him a check.
Doesn't Do Pigeons Dream sound like a Richard Bach book? Have you read Do Pigeons Dream?
No. A Belgian company has developed a water processing technique. Check this out. It allows it to convert pig's blood into water fit for human consumption.
No, it doesn't.
A company known as Vios specializes in producing animal proteins for the food industry. Until recently, the company relied solely on large quantities of groundwater to clean the massive tanks it stored pig blood in. But now, with a state-of-the-art water purification installation, the company can actually use the stored pig blood to make drinkable water.
You seen this? They sell it at stores.
No, I haven't.
do?
Yeah, it comes in troughs. Trough-shaped bottles. you drink it from the side.
Okay.
From the side.
Okay, maybe that's false. I'm not sure how it works. Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. It's easy to get caught up in all the confusion of the world, and you want to sort yourself out. The best way to do that is with therapy. And what BetterHelp does, well, they can help you get some balance in your life by hooking you up with a therapist. And everything is done online, not just connecting you to the therapist, but the therapy itself. So that journey of self-discovery can happen wherever you are and pretty much whenever you want. That's the idea here. You'll answer some questions in a special questionnaire. They'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And help yourself go on that journey. Get some balance in your life with BetterHelp. Once again, they will help connect you to a qualified licensed therapist. Now, to do so, you just go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The BT Show part will knock 10% off your first month. So visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT Show. If you're feeling stretched and burned out and tired, maybe some therapy would be good for you. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, our history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Last time you were here, Eric, you impressed us with your musical skills. You
Oh, that's right. You are a manualist.
Manualist.
Yes, I am.
Now, for those that don't know what that means, manualism is the art of manipulating one's hands to make, there you go, to make that sound.
That wasn't me yet. I didn't.
There we go.
You must be.
Sorry, excuse
you
me.
You must kick ass
That
at
was
parties.
that was my no hands.
Yeah, I know the chicks dig this.
Yeah, well, I know they do. Yeah, if you're at a party,
Yeah, this is my go-to on a first date.
I'm gonna say, if you're at a party and you see Eric and there's a big group of guys hanging around him, this is what they're doing.
They're looking looking for that, and then my Dungeons and Dragons kit too. As I'm doing that.
So,
give us a sample.
All right, there you go.
Very nice.
push it. I see the group of guys laughing now at the party.
What?
Wow.
While the girls are all over there rolling their eyes.
That is amazing. Have you ever been laid doing that?
You ever put your nuts on an anthill?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Me and my buddies used to do that. We do anthill rides. Whoever can stay on the longest. Get your nuts out, ride an anthill.
See, these are the advantages to growing up in New York.
Yeah.
That never came up. There's a few activities in the big city. We never got to the point where, you know something, I'm going to just drop my nuts on the anthill for an hour.
Yeah. Maybe
and the great thing about New York is if you did drop your nuts on an anthill, no one would notice. They're just like, would you...
Have you seen the crazy guy on the anthill over on 3rd? Oh, yeah, he's nuts, isn't he? Yeah.
Wow.
It's dangerous, though. One year they swelled up to look like a sack of kneecaps.
Kneecaps, you say?
Nice. We play gay chicken. You ever play this?
Gate chicken?
Probably not. Gay chicken.
Oh, gay chicken.
Hold on. Have you ever asked that question and got a yes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, gay chicken, yeah.
I was in a gay chicken league for 6 years.
Chicks playing. I could tell.
Yeah.
I could tell he's got soft hands.
Love the gay chicken.
He's got soft hands.
Why do I think I don't want to know how this works?
I don't want to know.
Oh, no. It's a real chill game. It's, you stand there, you and your buddy stand there, you hold on to each other's penis.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And the
That's right.
first person to let go is gay.
That's right.
I see.
Gay chicken.
So in other words, you guys...
Now, if you look them in the eyes, you get a warning.
There's a lot of hand washing in this game.
If you look them in the eyes, you get a warning.
Welcome to a new show called I've Never Been That Bored.
Yeah.
Home of today.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Comedian Dwight Slade.
I think they're overdoing the IDing for liquor. We ID under 65. Bring your walker.
Yeah.
I got carded the other day, and it's like, look into my eyes. You ever seen a 21-year-old with this much hate and bitterness in their eyes?
Yeah.
Let's not count the birthdays. Let's count the dark angels. The
talk
people who think and cluck at the same time.
How does that work?
You ask them a question. You go, hey, are we doing dinner tomorrow? Dinner tomorrow. What are you, an Aborigine? Answer the question. I want to go to dinner. You're hunting for Coke bottles. Let's go.
What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing.
Yeah. Right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was? Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, what the hell is this for? She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years.
Oh, that was a beautiful...
John Joseph is our guest.
Try to figure out the words. Nobody. Dylan. Do you know the words to Dylan songs?
Not one of them.
Here's every song ever written by Bob Dylan.
All right.
get them all? Did I miss any?
You got him.
Holy mackerel, Andy. Is that really his voice?
I think it is.
Come on. You think when Bob Dylan was in kindergarten class, he was saying stuff like, he took my glue?
And the announcer for the Super Friends dead on, too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
He'd be like, meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you're going to free bowl of super that hat or what? Talk to the judge.
Where are you from, man?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small, thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? I'll come home for dinner.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Got a couple interesting letters regarding the discussion of poison ivy from Greg Warren. A warning to wear underwear while doing certain gardening activities.
Oh, man.
Right.
Yikes. In the old groin area.
Ooh, male or female?
Male.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Itchy, apparently.
Itchy.
Itchy.
I wanted to mention once again the death of Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber.
Yeah.
Man with a genius IQ. Mathematician.
Why make him sound like he's worth anything?
Well, because it's interesting that
I'm shocked by your...
that he in spite of all of his intelligence, he kind of went off the rails and was killing random people.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Sentenced to, I think, 3 or 4 life sentences in jail, so he just knocked the first one off, as I said earlier. But we here at the Bob and Tom program looked into his childhood.
Oh.
And we found a little something we'll see.
Only Bob and Tom Productions could bring you this powerful new made-for-television movie. A movie that chronicles the beginnings of what would become a terrifying nightmare. It's Unabomber, the early years.
Teddy, can you tell the class what 8 times 8 is?
Is it 63?
No, Teddy, it's not 63. It's 64. Everyone knows that. You're a dumb little boy, Teddy. 8 times 8 is 64. Got it? I said, got it?
Yeah, I got it. You're gonna get it.
Even at an early age, he had a difficult time accepting criticism.
Oh, Teddy, an apple for me? How sweet.
Those who knew him as a child said that as the years went along, he had fewer and fewer friends.
Hey, Billy, you're it.
Many people were later to remark that he seemed to withdraw from social situations.
Hey, Teddy, don't leave the party now. Teddy, I can't believe he left before I blew out these big candles on this swell birthday cake he made for me.
Even as a small boy, he desperately sought to control and influence those around him.
Simon says, touch your arm. Okay. Simon says, touch your nose. All right. Touch these 2 wires together. I didn't say Simon says.
Don't miss Unabomber, the early years. Coming soon to Bob and Tom Television.
Thank you very much. There you go. Now, it's time to review a little bit of history.
Time now for today. In history, June 12. Tom.
In 1923, Harry Houdini freed himself from a straitjacket hanging upside down 40 feet above the ground in New York City.
Quite a feat.
What was that, 100 years ago? When was it?
Yeah, 100 years ago.
Wow.
Today. In 1954, this was... And
almost a song.
Yeah.
You ever put your glad rags on?
No.
What a weird thing.
Do you remember Blackboard Jungle? That's the way it started. It was like a blank screen, and then they played that.
And you got to explain to kids that in those days clocks went around.
And the original theme to Happy Days.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, rocking around the clock meant staying up till 10:30. Let's see. Sonny and Cher made their first appearance on American Bandstand, 1965.
Boy.
In 81, Raiders of the Lost Ark premiered. The final chapter of that is just around the corner. And happy birthday to Jim Nabors, was born in the state in 1930. Of course, played Gomer Pyle.
Golly!
Yeah, I was always a big fan. And
he would have liked you, too.
Well, I'm sure that gentleman.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Now, it's also time to review what we learned on today's show.
Is that right?
We learned a lot from, I thought that was rather interesting, from Greg Warren about poison ivy.
Yeah, I never had poison ivy, so it doesn't really...
We learned from Reno Collier about shoplifting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's bad. It's a commandment. Do not steal.
You know, in San Francisco, shoplifting has gotten so bad, you can shoplift something, they'll gift wrap it for you.
Oh, Jesus.
It's amazing that they do that.
Tom said this morning, first thing, the new Spider-Verse movie was the worst movie he's ever seen.
Yep.
Terrible.
Terrible.
2 hours and 20 minutes of
a waste of time.
Stupidity.
Your children loved it.
Stupidity,
That's the important
you
thing.
said.
And you got some good popcorn.
Popcorn was good.
Yeah, there you
Tom drinks soda water with his popcorn. Movie popcorn. Give me a large soda water.
That's what I had, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with you? I don't know of anybody who orders soda water at the movie theater.
They have it.
They do have it. Is it like...
This is one of those Flicks places where you sit and they have the tape trays.
It just tastes like fizzy water? Is that what it is?
Soda water.
Soda water.
It's fizzy water.
Fizzy water.
Pellegrino or
LaCroix.
LaCroix. There's a whole bunch of Waterloo.
Flavored, isn't it? LaCroix?
Yeah, well, this is the unflavored.
Unflavored.
all the flavor of water with the bubbles.
Yeah.
It's
like
delicious.
Sipping on an Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, that's what he likes.
Yeah.
A little popcorn, a little fizzy water.
After sitting through that movie, I wish it had just been straight gin.
Tom is cutting back on coffee other than the 2 coffees he ordered this morning from Starbucks. Bucks, which would equal 1 large, but he said he just had 2 small ones.
2 baby ones, half full.
Totally different. Yeah, they weren't even full. Really?
Got one for you too, Pat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loved it.
Pat had quite the problem navigating the paper towel dispenser this morning in the green room. It was quite a mess because, of course, he spilled coffee in the microwave.
Clean up after
But we're used to having those really great half sheets you can pull.
The easy ones.
I love those.
Still quite easy.
These were the full sheets.
So perforated.
Perforated, ready to tear.
Yeah.
Waste of paper.
They started.
I don't know.
We just need
They start them for you. Ace's favorite Alf episode is the one with the toaster in it.
Talking toaster.
Talking toaster.
Don't stop.
Laps and laps.
Bread goes up, bread goes down. Bread goes
down.
Goes down.
I don't remember that episode.
I don't remember that episode because I never watched it.
I believe that toaster's now in the Smithsonian.
Tom went right next to the Cosby sweater. Yeah. Tom wants some grasshopper to be named the Fosbury. Glass.
Well, they've named a grasshopper after the great Jerry Jeff Walker, and there's one named after Willie Nelson. I think Dick Fosbury, the man that revolutionized the sport single-handedly.
Yeah, I believe Tom's quote was, scientists, listen up. Please name a grasshopper.
If you're studying grasshoppers, name one after the great Mr. Fosbury. He certainly deserves one. And it's a shame his commercials did not get to air for a Viagra.
What was that about?
Dick flop. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.